I think I'm going to start with the 12th threat because I think there are 6 people.
Mm-hmm.
And if Evans has a nice little log, I think he can go ahead and start it.
All right, 1 moment. Don't want to be experiencing cottonmouth. Troy Evans, personal log. Start date 53320.7. It's been 2 weeks since the readiness test. I can't seem to get the image out of my head of that Matt hologram screaming in pain when I was trying to fix his shoulder. Tried everything I can think of to get my mind off it, from meditation, keeping busy, distracting myself. But I always go back to replaying it in my mind and figuring out what I did wrong. Been going mad waiting for the clearance to be set for the program so I can see it. Unfortunately, now it has. Now all I have to do is get permission from the captain. And log.
All right,
Cool.
so I was actually going to have this start in sick bay with a nice little roleplay scene with Evans and Sullivan, but I think I might actually start this right outside the captain's ready room. So if we have a door beep.
Yeah, I know we do.
We do somewhere.
It's,
So seamless.
it's under, I think, computer sounds. Yes, it is. Computer sounds.
Uh-huh.
Enter.
Play the damn thing. There it goes.
Hello, Captain.
Ah, Evans. Come in, come in.
Ah, yes.
And Grennan's like at his desk. He's looking over a pad.
Oh, this is why I don't play as a socially competent character. Captain, there's a hologram program that needs the hologram program for the readiness test. I was hoping to review it when I could, but it's classified for captains and other people at their discretion.
You want to take a look at the results of your test, or you want to look at the program itself?
I would like to take a look at the program itself, specifically my error in the medical portion.
See. Yeah. All right. Well, in that case, that's actually something that's even a little bit above my pay grade. I'm gonna have to reach out to Pierce for those.
Understood,
So
sir.
I'll handle that.
Thank you. It's much appreciated.
Mind if I ask why you want to take a look at the program?
Sir, as security officer, I view myself as a protector of the ship and its crew. And I don't feel that I can be a proper protector unless I can also provide some level of medical care in the field. And that experience has shown me that I'm not quite prepared for that.
Right. Well, I should say that I understand how you feel. We all thought that Lieutenant Sullivan's best place to grow and improve on her skills was here on the Kismet, but as we know, she recently took back for Starfleet Academy, felt that it would be a better use of her time, and I support her in that decision, of course. But your place is still here on the Kismet, Evans, and whether or not you have the ability to perform medical feats doesn't impact your standing among us. You perform your job here, and you perform it damn well, Evans.
I do agree with what you're saying about me not needing the medical side of it. And yes, if I want to do any growing on that, I need to do it here. But I believe gaining access to that program will help me do that.
Understood, and that's why I'm going to reach out and get those codes for you. I just wanted to know your reasons. Anyhow, will that be all?
I believe that will be.
Very well then. You are dismissed.
Yes, Captain. And
So-
I leave.
So, I assume that we haven't received our results back yet, have we?
No.
Awesome. So yeah, Evans leaves. And, I tap on a little console, my little ready room console, saying, computer, I'd like to put in a formal request to he's a lieutenant commander, right?
Yes.
Pierce. To,
Yeah.
one Lieutenant Commander Pierce. He's on Narendra Station, right?
Correct.
Yes. One Lieutenant Commander Pierce aboard Narendra Station. We are requesting not only that we receive the results of our examinations as soon as they are ready, but also with them, we'd like some access codes in order to take a look at the programs themselves, figure out how we can improve upon ourselves based on those programs. Make sure that we note that the programs were very well constructed, and by examining these programs, it will help us grow. And submit the request.
I like all this fun stuff.
Yeah.
Welcome.
So sometime, maybe 10 minutes pass, and you do receive a reply message with a code to access the programs that have been previously locked behind a access code.
Perfect. This is going to love this. So, at that, so we still have not received the results yet, though, have we?
You have not. You have just received the codes.
Understood. Right then. I'm gonna walk out onto the bridge, and I assume Evans is at his station.
Yes.
Okay, he's probably been there for a bit, good 10-15 minutes. So, walk over, clap him on the shoulder, and I say, Evans, let's take a little break. Holodeck 2.
Make that 3.
Holodeck 3.
Oh, so am I?
And he
Yes.
he nods. And as we head over for the turbo lift, I'm gonna say to I assume it's gonna be like Vada. Vada, you have the bridge.
Aye, sir.
We get on the turbo lift and head down to holodeck 3.
Yeah, so they asked for like a mock-up.
So, yeah.
Cool. So a short little turbo, short little ride. You guys make it to holodeck 3. And we'll enter scene 2 at this moment.
It matters so much for our momentum right now.
I know, right? You're at -1.
Oh no!
Well, shit.
Okay,
No.
somebody give me a determination here.
So yes, you guys are standing outside of holodeck 3.
Alrighty. Well then, let's see if these codes work. And he presses the buttons into the presses some codes into the holodeck controls. Computer, unlock training protocols A1 through B7.
And you get an affirmative code on the screen.
Great. Because I forgot what the actual programs were called.
Not important to the plot.
Yeah. So we go into the holodeck.
Yep. With the doors. Come here, doors. You need those big doors.
Yeah, the ones with a slightly deeper sound.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like a cargo bay door.
Yeah.
Ones.
Well, I'll work on that later. So yeah, we walk into the holodeck, and I'd like to queue up the program for I'd like to queue up the programming for the one that Evans took, the medical training program.
And as you give that command to the computer, the holodeck version of sickbay appears in the holodeck.
All right.
Almost an
and,
exact replica of the Kismet sickbay.
all right, and we're not starting the program yet. And he looks at Evans and goes, well, "What do you think?"
Well, first of all, I think I'm rather grateful. Thank you.
Of course.
And this does look correct.
So what? You just want to run through it again, or?
Actually, I was hoping to watch from a third person what happened. Possibly even trying to make different layers of the hologram's body transparent, looking down to the muscle and bone if I need to.
I see. Give you full control of the program while it's going on. You want... So I assume you want to run the program with simulated participants?
Yes, I want to see what happened exactly as it happened.
You mean from your exam, or just running a simulation of the simulation?
No, from the exam when I took it.
All right. Okay, computer, I assume the exam that was taken aboard this ship and the actual records of that exam are still stored within the computer banks? I assume the computer says, like, affirmative or something like that.
That's all you get.
I'm gonna take that as a yes, then. That's odd. Anyhow, computer, run Evans and Sullivan training exam. Give controls of exam playback to Lieutenant Evans.
Oh,
That's
dear.
odd. Computer, disengage holodeck.
Oh no.
Uh,
Everyone dies. Pen's in charge.
Captain taps on his communicator.
Nothing happens.
I'll try mine for good measure.
Nothing happens.
Not quite sure what I expected there.
Well, this is just great. And the captain leans against the sickbay doors and goes, "This is odd, though. Doesn't look like the program's begun yet." And the captain's going to start looking around the room, looking for any signs of just anything being off other than the holodeck not working, like anything off with the program itself.
Just you looking around, it just looks like the exact sick bay that's sitting wherever sick bay is on your ship. Was it deck 5 or 6 probably?
This is an engineering problem by the sounds of things, and it's a little outside of my purview. Evans, what do you think?
Well, I'm not much of an engineer, so I don't know much about these situations, but I hear that often the thing to do is run the program to completion.
In situations like this, when the holodeck is sticking you in a program, fine.
Well, at least we don't have to worry about the safeties being off.
The captain thinks for a moment and says, "Computer, engage safeties." Okay.
Captain, perhaps we should hide the laser scalpel and any other dangerous...
Might be for the best. But we don't know what's going to happen once this program starts. We might need them in order to complete it.
Correct, but if we hide them, we still know where they are, but the hologram of the holodeck characters should not.
Point. So yeah, I think we're going to take the scalpels and things that could be used as a weapon of sorts and try to ferret them away somewhere we can get at them if we have to.
Okay.
And with all that done, the captain's just going to let out a sigh and go, "Computer, run program."
Do we have a computer sound that's like an affirmative one?
I think we do.
think so? Somewhere.
Let me try this one. That's not it.
Oh.
Because there's danger, deny processing.
Yeah. Hang on, soup.
We're having fun with sounds.
Yes, we are. We're having way too much fun with the sounds.
Yeah.
Well, I don't.
By the way, Grennan, I sent you a cargo bay.
Oh, and why am I not using the sick bay noise?
Oh, perfect.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Ooh, that's right, because I do have the ambiance for that.
It's Star Trek Online theme.
There it is.
Yeah. So, anyhow, we say the computer run program.
And it. Okay, so I'll just voice it from this point. As you say that, the computer goes to the familiar red alert colors, similar to how the other program was. At a few seconds later, come 10 injured crew members, just like before.
Okay.
And the same rules apply as that first one. All members of the team needs to check and stabilize all of the injured crew members within 10 intervals. And you guys pass. If not, the test will fail.
All right. In that case, computer activate emergency medical hologram.
Remembers that there's going to be a heart surgery patient.
This one is actually going to get the deny.
Oh no.
And we're on our own. Okay.
This is why you need penned with the scalpel.
Use your con to perform medicine checks. That's what you need.
Okay.
You can use your engineering skill, right? You're just fixing a human, right? That's how it works.
Yeah,
This
Right,
just-
exactly.
This
just
just got
bits instead of hardware.
this just got a lot more complicated. Evans, do you remember which patients needed help the most from the previous exam? I'd say give them priority in scanning, see if the exam randomizes things or not.
Right. Well, that man who can't stand up is the biggest priority.
As they come rushing in, you notice one of them is kind of carried on a stretcher. Another one seems to be favoring a leg. The other guy clearly has a dislocated shoulder. And then there's another one that is also on a stretcher. So there's two on a stretcher. One is being helped. Looks like he has a leg issue. The other one clearly has a shoulder issue. The rest kind of help carry them in.
Right. The one who is not on one of his legs should have a broken leg if it's the same as last time.
Okay. But I'm talking about the one that needs the most help right now.
Yes.
Do you remember who that was from the first exam?
I can't remember. I believe both of the people on stretchers needed help the most.
All right. Well, let's see if the scans back that up.
One of them should have massive internal bleeding.
All right. Let's both take one.
Okay, so in order to help me out, because I have them all numbered, the two that are on the stretchers are numbered number 6 and number 9. So I just need to know who has who.
I can take 6.
I'll take 9.
Okay, so to diagnose, it's going to be Reason Medicine Difficulty 1. And keep in mind, you guys only have 10 intervals to fully diagnose and stabilize all of these people.
So how long does it take to do an interval? Or
2.
to do a tech?
One task is 2 intervals,
Right.
just like normal.
Except for scanning was 1, if I recall.
It's a task, so it's 2.
Ugh.
Oh, I thought that was okay. Well, I don't know. Maybe we did things wrong last time or something. But
I think somebody had. I think you guys used like a crew support or something like that.
Oh, yeah.
With the medical team, or
Oh,
it was
that's-
something like that. To help
yeah,
you guys
yeah.
scan.
It was Sullivan's team buff.
Mm-hmm.
So you are correct. It did go down to 1, but
That
Okay.
wasn't the thing. That was the thing. Got
So I got 1.
all right. You said you had number 9.
Yes.
Where are you, Captain? There you are. Bam.
Okay.
Don't
Has
make fun of my numbering.
Evans rolled?
Nope.
Oh, I thought we were gonna get the results one at a time.
No.
Hey.
Nice.
All right. He banks a momentum for that.
Thank you. We're gonna need it. Just, oh lord, are we gonna need it?
We might have a death or two on our hands.
Yep, so there's no stream tonight either. I guess Penn says his OBS is being weird.
Yeah, but we will have a recording of this.
Cool.
So.
Cool.
So, I point at the one that I just scanned and go, this one. He has internal bleeding.
Mine has no brain activity.
All right.
I seem to remember this from last time.
Okay. I say we start with the one that has no brain activity. What did they...
Did you use a cortical stimulator?
I think that's what they used. Medicine is not my forte. Brennan says, going over to the drawer and starting to take out all the stuff they had hidden.
I never learned anything this advanced.
Nah, cortical stimulator. And I find one and hand it over.
So as you are reaching in the drawers, one of the people that are sick, it says, sneezes on your back. He says, "Doctor, you have to help me," and sneezes on you again. "Come on, doctor, help me."
Hang on a minute. This man has no brain activity. We need to focus on him.
"Can't you see I'm the sicker one?"
We need you to remain calm. This man is almost dead. You are not.
And then he kind of reaches towards you and grabs your shoulders. "You gotta help me now," and shakes you a bit.
And Brennan's gonna like shrug him off with the shoulder. They say, "You can wait." And he walks over with a cortical stimulator towards Evans.
Thank you, Captain.
All right, what do we have to do here?
All right, so this one is going to be reason or control in medicine, difficulty 5.
Oh,
To stabilize them. You're just trying to stabilize.
okay.
Wait, if I can use control in medicine, I can do this.
Really?
Maybe. It's only slightly worse than my control security.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, so I apply the cortical stimulator.
Wait, can I assist with... I'd use the momentum. Get another die, and can I assist with my reason medicine? I want to, like, try to help him walk through it.
Sure.
Okay, so we're both rolling 2 dice.
Well, no. I'm rolling 1. You're going to spend that momentum and roll 3.
Now remember, you could always give me threat.
Ha ha ha, that's funny.
Do it.
Part of our success depends upon only Penn giving you threat.
Well, we're not
much
succeeding
did
at
we need?
this.
We needed 5?
We failed. This man's dead.
Yeah, he's pretty much correct. And as soon as the tricorder reads that, that telltale beep, the guy that sneezed on you, "See, I told you he's dead. Now you can treat me."
I look at Penn and then look at him. Was he in the original test?
If he wasn't acting like this.
Who are you?
"Are you going to help me or not, doctor?"
Brennan looks around at the rest of the patients in the room and then looks at the patient that's
All right,
acting up.
Hold on. So as you look around, you notice the guy with the broken leg breaks his leg even further. And it's just kind of playing with his leg as it's just kind of dangling there on the floor.
He's playing with it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That sound.
And you just, you hear that bone crunching sound as it's moving against each other.
Oh, why? Why? No. No.
Stop. Okay, so
I look to the sneezing guy and say, "Look, we got internal bleeding. We got someone with a broken leg. We got someone with a dislocated shoulder. I think."
I tap Evans and go, "No, you take care of them." gonna take care of our friend.
Oh, you're talking
Yeah.
the one with the gold?
Yeah, I'm gonna scan him.
It's about damn time. Reason medicine difficulty 1.
Yeah, reading medicine difficulty 1. Ooh,
Hey.
nat 1.
He just looks to have a common cold. You know, like one of those Tiberian flus or whatever the hell you guys get nowadays. He has one of those. Pick one.
You appear to have a case of Andorian measles.
I could have told you that. Now, are you going to cure me or not?
Your life isn't in any significant danger. Where you can't have kids anymore.
Evans, what are you doing? Well,
I'm attempting to tend to the guy with or the person with massive internal bleeding.
So as you go over to the guy with the internal bleeding, the guy with the dislocated shoulder says, "Doctor, you got to help me. My shoulder's dislodged. Help me, doctor."
Sir, I know your shoulder's dislodged. I know it hurts. This person's bleeding out. They need immediate care. You can wait a couple minutes.
You got to help me, doctor. And as he says that, he reaches
Don't play with
the
it.
shoulder and pulls it out of socket even more. See, doctor, you got to help me, doctor. Help me.
What the hell?
I just
So,
think this,
Captain, we have a room full of masochistic holograms.
And as you guys look toward the rest of the crew, some of the people are bashing their heads against consoles. Some have found little knives and are cutting their arms and legs. It looks like some guy has some type of torch and is burning his skin even more.
I look around, sort of realize what's going on, and I walk over to the door to sick bay, and I try to open it.
Nothing happens.
God's sake.
And as you realize that the door is not opening, the ship violently shakes, and a red alert siren rings out, and you hear in the holodeck, "Warning: safety protocols have been disengaged."
Oh no!
And we are going to cut to the commander.
Woohoo! There might be a little background noise.
No worries, Commander. So what we are going to have you do, Commander, is I'm actually going to start you in Admiral Heppert's office. If I could find where this noise is coming from so I can turn it off. Music, where are you? Oh, ambient, there it is. There we go. All right, so yeah, we're going to start you in Admiral Heppert's office, and she is actually going to be talking to you once I get everything switched over. You guys had you had her office, yeah, for ready room.
Oh, I hadn't thought of no.
Way over here, cool.
I might.
Huzzah! All right, thank you for helping to take care of that mess with the Ferengi. It is good to know we have officers that still have the good of the Federation in mind when they act.
I try my best, Admiral. Thank you.
Are you off to the Kismet then? Oh, I do have to send you something before you finish that line.
Yes.
It's am I?
It's good to know that there are still officers who
Follow
serve the
orders.
Federation's, who follow orders, unlike a certain somebody.
Birthday by month, and we're told to order ourselves by birthday.
Okay, so that's the information of why you're on the station, and then we'll bring it back to when the commander or when the admiral finished that sentence.
Oh, that's interesting. Cool.
Mhm.
Okay. No, Admiral. Part of my investigation is still incomplete. There is someone on your staff that my recent mission has uncovered as a possible problem.
That is very concerning, Commander. You know who it is?
I do, but I'm not at liberty to disclose that information at present, Admiral. You understand that intelligence has its own command structure, and in this situation, I'm afraid you are not in charge.
Very good, Commander. I understand how the system works. I wish you well.
I extend a hand and I say, I appreciate your cooperation.
And she shakes your hand.
I nod and I leave the room.
All right.
Computer, location of Lieutenant Commander Pierce.
Lieutenant Commander Pierce is in his office.
All right, I head to Lieutenant Commander Pierce's office.
Okay. And do you see why I had fun with this episode? And so after a few minutes, you do eventually get to his door.
All right. First thing I should check: am I armed?
Of course.
Okay. Then I buzz his door.
Nope, that's not the door thing. Where's the door buzz?
I'm gonna be looking at it more today and tomorrow, since it's almost.
Enter.
I enter.
Why is the... There we go. And as the doors open up to his office, you see him finishing typing something into his computer console.
Say, Lieutenant Commander.
Ah, Commander. Nice to see you again. What can I do for you?
I was on the station and I thought I'd drop by. There were some concerns I had after your recent visit to the Kismet.
Concerns? Well, of course, I would like to hear them.
I gesture toward the chair in front of his desk. May I?
Oh, please.
All right. And I go and sit down in the chair.
And he is standing up waiting for you to sit, and then he sits after you take your seat.
All right. I'm going to subtly get my phaser into my hand under the cover of the desk now.
Okay.
I say, Commander, there's some inconsistencies in your Starfleet record. They came to my attention while I was on leave. You understand, working men like ourselves, we don't necessarily appreciate a good leave.
Is that so, Commander? Please, tell me what you found. And I will... how do I say this? And I would put any worries you have at ease.
Your time on Sigma Deltas 3, there's quite a bit of unaccounted leave in there, Commander. And parts of it trouble me. Would you mind going into some more detail on what you did there?
Commander, as you know, I don't have to reveal how I spend my personal time to anybody.
Indeed you don't, Commander. However, this is a matter of some personal significance to me. I'm afraid I had a friend on Cygnus Delta that passed away while you were there.
That is unfortunate.
I'm wondering
to hear,
if perhaps
Commander.
you met them. A one Captain Leonard Sisko?
I'm afraid I don't know the name, Commander.
A shame, I'm sure. While we've been carrying this conversation, I want to be probing his mind.
I'm actually going to send it to you.
Some reason I couldn't think of a better name.
Oh. No relation to Cisco of Cisco fame.
Right. I was just like, what's a second name?
Oh, I was trying to figure out if this is the grandfather or something.
No.
I was like, yeah, I was trying to piece it together too. I'm like, wait.
Hold on, I did prepare for this. Hold on, I gotta get this stuff. Where was it? This one. Do.
Let's keep a bullshit conversation while I start probing his mind.
Hold on. Because I did prepare for this eventuality. Where was it?
It's sort of like
It's in this one? Sorry. Okay, I just gotta. Guess I gotta finish typing it out.
See, my mind's going real slowly today with that.
So, Michelson, Prax, what do you think of our episode so far?
Sounds like Pierce did something with the command codes to the
Alright.
holodeck.
There you go, Commander. That's basically the gist of what I had written previously that I can't find anymore.
All right, interesting. I'm not getting. Okay, got it. At that point, I stand up and pull out my phaser.
Oh no.
And he just kind of sits back in his chair. I don't think you want to be doing that, Commander.
Would you care to drop the facade, Lieutenant Commander?
So he leans forward and says, I don't think so, and taps something on his computer console. And from the ceiling drop 2 auto turrets that take aim right at you. And as he ducks toward a bookshelf in the back and enters it.
Can I not shoot him as he's pressing the button?
He did it really fast.
This was why I had my phaser prepped.
I know, but the auto turret sounds distracted you just enough, I would say. Plot points.
I was trying to outthink you here, man. Okay, so I duck behind the desk to avoid getting blasted.
And then as you do that, they are firing at the desk at you, both of them.
I return fire.
All right. I will let you take the first shot.
Where's my character sheet? There it is.
Nice.
Cool. Gain momentum. Roll me damage, please.
Here we go.
And you could spend another momentum to bring it up to 5.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Okay.
Let's see. Yeah, I spent that momentum, so we still have 1. Got it.
All right. Yep. So as you shoot it, you hit it in such a way that it kind of leans off of its stand a little bit, but then at the last second crashes down to the floor and is rendered inoperative. The other one, however, will take a shot at you. I will spend a threat just because I want to.
Best
Ooh.
reason.
Okay, I will have that do something. However, it does still hit you.
Does it? I'm in cover.
So you get cover dice.
Ah, yes, yes.
So you will roll 4 challenge dice for your.
I had a conversation with Milo today. Just one.
Because you also have to remember.
Oh,
that-
wow.
Ooh.
Hey.
I think you rolled exactly the same.
Check it out.
He did. So,
I did.
Correct.
so you kind of duck out of cover just enough to shoot the one off, and as the other one gets a beat on you and fires, you duck back behind the desk, and the turret falls to the ground, having only been programmed for one shot.
Okay.
So that'll be the complication.
Computer. Raise station shields and secure all transporters and docking bays.
And the station issues a automatic red alert sound.
Got it.
I mean, it would probably be, in this case, I'd say it would probably issue a security alert.
Yeah, same thing. Red alert, security alert, same thing.
Commander Varro to Admiral Hebert.
Go ahead, Commander. What's going on?
I've flushed your mole. Lieutenant Commander Pierce is at large and should be apprehended.
Very good, Commander. I will let you take lead on this. Use whatever to apprehend it.
I want dual guards on all possible exit points, transporters, airlocks, and shuttle bays.
You'll have it, Commander.
Very good. And then I disconnect.
Okay.
And then Commander Varro to station security. I need a security detail to meet me as soon as possible. I'm on deck 3, section 6A.
Understood, Commander. And actually, I think this is a good time to move on to the next scene, which will be scene 3, and it'll be back on the ship in the holodeck. But thank you, Commander. That was brilliant.
I aim to please.
Literally.
We have no momentum. Yay.
It's fine. We would have lost it anyway.
Oh no, we just lost the one that we had.
Yeah.
And we'll actually cut back to scene 3 with the computer finishing the saying, "Warning, safety protocols have been disengaged."
Evans, I have a really bad feeling about this. Like, worse than before.
Yeah, that's just not exactly encouraging.
And just as you about to say this, all the injured crew members start to kind of rise up and are starting to like kind of reach toward you, kind of pleading for help. Like, help me, help me. Even the ones that were previously knocked out all stand up and are kind of walking toward you, asking for help.
Quick out of character question: what exactly are the ramifications of the alert we got?
Hmm?
Because you got an alert.
What?
Because okay, the computer had given us an alert, and I'm not entirely sure what that alert meant.
It gave us
holodeck safeties are disabled.
Yes.
Okay, so is this for the holographic ship, or is this just?
So you guys are on a. Basically, you're in the holodeck still.
On a holodeck version of our ship.
Correct. And the safety protocols have been disengaged, which basically means you can be killed.
Yes.
Got it.
Because holodecks are designed to have safety protocols so that stuff on the holodeck won't actually kill you. But those can be disengaged.
Okay, I wasn't sure if the alert we got was for that or something. Okay, so now I got it clear.
Mm-hmm. So we are going to.
I mean, we have phasers. Just saying.
We do.
Do it.
I think I know how I want you to use them, Evans. Evans, see if you can cut a hole in that door with your phaser.
Ooh, yes, sir. I try to get a shot lined up that won't end in me shooting anyone. Oh no, I would get closer to the door. Because I assume this is a lethal setting.
For cutting doors, yes.
Quite.
Doors are harder than people.
So
So
Is
I'm
this,
gonna try. I'm gonna try to hold them at bay
Okay.
while
While I cut the door open.
Evans tries cutting the door open.
Which door?
The door out of sick bay.
Yeah, but there were a bunch of
Um,
and the one that I hadn't even opened.
The holodeck door or the sick bay door?
The sick
Sick
bay
bay door.
door.
All right, the sick bay door just opens.
Oh,
Oh,
I asked to do that last scene and it didn't.
I thought you said the holodeck door.
No, last scene I had asked.
Okay, so the holodeck door does not open. The sick bay door opens.
Okay.
okay.
So for clarification, I thought you were at the holodeck door. The sick bay door.
Oh, okay. In that case, yeah. Let's get out of here. Let's move.
Okay.
And as soon as we're out of the room, I would like.
Affirmative beep.
Affirmative.
I don't know where that is.
I think that's the first thing that's gone right this whole time. I think it would be wise for us to assume that if there are holographic crew members, they are going to attack us more than likely.
Right. Well, wonder what's causing this. Well, currently we're in a tight security situation, so Evans, your call.
As you guys are standing there, the ship kind of rocks as you kind of gauge that possibly an explosion occurred.
Getting to the bridge would probably be prudent, right about now?
Agreed. So we're gonna head to a turbolift
Okay.
bridge.
I swear, if we get stuck.
And the turbo lift starts to move. And after, I don't know, a slower than normal ride, the doors open up to the bridge.
Anyone on the bridge?
It is empty.
Okay. I put my phaser away.
All right, I'm gonna get at. I'm gonna run to ops. Evans, you check tactical.
Yes, sir. And I bolt to see if we're getting attacked.
So as you guys get to the respective consoles, they are blank.
Of course.
Are all the consoles blank?
They look to be usable, and as you approach other ones, as soon as you get there, they kind of turn blank. So like it has the facade of a busy bridge, but as you try to approach one,
the illusion falls away. I look at Evans and I say, well, that makes sense. The original program wasn't designed to accommodate more than a simple sickbay simulation. They weren't expecting anyone to leave the sickbay.
That does make sense. Or,
But, hold on. In order to interact with the sickbay properly, in order to provide an accurate simulation of a Starfleet sickbay, the sickbay would need to have access to the ship's computer, meaning the simulation of the ship's computer core.
and we could see if the explosion was internal or external, and if it was internal, where.
Exactly.
All right.
So we would like to head down to the computer core.
all right. So as you guys start to approach the turbo lift, I'm going to spend a threat here. As the turbo lift doors open, you see those sick, injured people all crammed into the turbo lift, and again are saying, "Help us, doctor! Help us!"
shutting those turbo lift doors. Evans, find us a Jeffries tube.
And as you guys are on the bridge, all of a sudden, all these crew members are appearing just out of nowhere on the bridge and are filling it up rather quickly. Help us, Doctor! Help us!
Woo, zombie episode.
Okay.
Sort of.
So again, gonna try to hold him off a little bit, and I want Evans to find me a Jeffries tube.
Oh yeah, I get to looking for that tube.
You find one behind the tactical station.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. So let's book it.
Yep, and I clear a path if I need to.
There's nothing in it, so it's pretty clear.
Okay, well I meant the holograms, but okay.
Let's go. We're gonna have to take the Jeffries tubes to get down to the computer core.
Alright, let's just hope people don't start popping up with the Jeffries tubes.
Okay, so how far of a trip is it from the bridge to the computer core using just the Jeffries tubes and hallways?
You need to get to Deck 6.
Deck 6? Okay.
Okay, that's not.
Yeah, then that's
horrible.
probably 20 to 30 minutes, probably, crawling through the tubes from the bridge.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if we can get just to the deck below us, we could.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
oh,
there's always that.
clarification though is that the bridge is not Deck 1. The bridge is Deck
is it?
3.
Oh. Well, that simplifies
helps, too.
matters.
Yeah.
That simplifies matters even more. We only have to go down 3 decks.
So 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so I get the feeling that there is a timed element to all of this.
I don't know.
Maybe.
Well,
So
I don't know how I would know that.
how long roughly was the original program set for?
You don't remember the original program taking.
yeah. It would appear that the original program has become corrupted.
I wonder who could have done such a thing. I know it's all Varro's fault.
So so we go into the computer core.
Yep,
Yes.
I would say you'd reached it.
All right. Let's see if we can find the computer core interface for sickbay.
All right, so what exactly are you trying to do?
We are trying to see if we can get further access to the systems of this holodeck ship through the idea is that this ship is technically not supposed to be functional because it's all set dressing for the sickbay scenario. However, in order for the sickbay to properly function, it has to have access to a technically functional computer core. And I'm figuring that if I can access the sickbay computer core interface from the computer core, I could probably get somewhere else with it.
Okay, so what you're actually explaining is the holodeck controls.
Yes.
And I think the computer core would actually probably be a good place to have the holodeck controls. But it's the actual holodeck controls, not like
Oh, okay. Yeah.
if that makes sense. So,
Yeah, I guess. This is my way of accessing the actual computers.
Yeah, so you're trying to access the computers on the ship, but that can only be done through the holodeck controls.
Correct.
And those are usually hidden somewhere in the program that makes
Right.
Yes.
an issue.
And for sake of argument, I'll say you located them and they're in the.
Okay, what do we have to roll?
So, so the holodeck controls are fine. Like you're able to start accessing. However, who's okay. First of all, who's actually doing the looking, and where's the other one in relation to this?
Well,
Well, I think we'd both be looking for it now.
yeah.
So, like when you find the holodeck controls, who's at the control panel, and are you both kind of looking at it?
I'll have Evans doing the seeing if he can access it.
Okay. Evans, roll me fitness security difficulty 2.
Oh, thank God.
Ha!
Give him some fret if you need some dice.
Hoo hoo hoo.
Difficulty 2, you say?
That's what I say.
For that exploding console.
Yeah, it might be wise to grab another dice with threat because we have no momentum.
I will allow it.
Huzzah!
I better not get injured here.
I think I'm
Grumble.
up. I think I'm up to 11 now.
Grumble, grumble.
Okay, I don't think that one went through.
Doesn't look like it.
Nope.
Did I not click?
Mm.
There it
There we
is.
go. Oh, hey!
Ooh.
Hey.
Okay. Yeah.
And Captain, you said you were looking at it.
Yeah. Do I have to roll it too?
No.
You just take the damage.
You sound so disappointed there, Ed.
Because I was having Evans actually do the interfacing.
I know. I'm thinking of how I want to actually do this because the thing I had doesn't really. Yeah, you know what? Roll me the same roll. Let's just do it that way. It'll be easier.
Shit.
What's the difficulty?
Difficulty 2.
Oh man, he's farther away too.
And actually, I will make yours difficult 1 because you weren't at the panel.
Okay, that sounds fair.
Mhm.
Okay.
Hey, just barely.
So as you guys are typing, you guys hear like a little wind-up sound in the holodeck controls, and both of you instant like a wind-up, you know,
Toy.
not a toy, but like a possible wind-up bomb, like it's starting to engage. And you both instantly recognize the noise, and you jump out of the way right as the holodeck controls explode. And before we do anything else, who is at ops?
On the bridge?
Yes.
That would be me.
Excellent.
That'd be Lieutenant Tier. Who is currently in command?
That would be an NPC by the name of Vada.
Because they're
So I think the commander could actually probably play them.
Yeah. Just for the sake of having
for the sake of role playing, yeah.
Yeah, for the sake of having someone in the command seat to interact with. She probably won't actually be rolling much of anything.
Right, yeah, I can do that. I'm assuming you meant me and not Praxton.
Yes.
Yes, Pend, we refuse to have you in the seat. I wonder why.
Well, we promoted him last time.
I know they promote you to lieutenant, and they won't. It's a conspiracy, I think.
Yeah, that's
Commander.
exactly what it is.
There was an explosion in the holodeck. And he just raises an eyebrow.
Very odd. A computer, give me a readout on the holodeck. What's going on down there?
Yeah, well, this one's going to be a roll.
Okay, well then. Ops, give me a readout. What's going on down there?
Reason engineering difficulty 1.
Is troubleshooting count as a focus?
I don't think in this case, because you're just trying to figure out what's wrong. You're not actually trying to fix it.
Okay.
It's close, but I think you get it anyway.
Sorry, no momentum.
But you at least get information.
Commander, the control panel on the holodeck has exploded. Or the control panel on holodeck 3 has exploded.
Let's get a security team engineer down there.
You cut out.
Let's get a security team and an engineering Down there immediately.
Yes, sir. I will ask for engineering, or I'll send word to engineering and security.
All right, and sorry, what was your rank?
Lieutenant.
Lieutenant, I want you to get down there and head up that. If there's a program running, there might be someone in danger in there.
Understood.
Okay, so we'll head back to the. So as they're making their way down, we'll head.
Who are we gonna head back to?
We'll head back to the holodeck.
Okay. So the captain and Evans are gonna be looking at, like, just sort of planted butts on the ground, looking at the smoldering console, and going, "Oh wow." How did that? What do you think, Evans?
You did put in the right security code, right?
Right. But no, this doesn't make any sense, though. This was something that theoretically we weren't even intended to find. This goes beyond the scope of just a glitch.
Well, oh no.
What?
There are some saboteurs in Starfleet, or at least there were. It's possible we didn't get them all.
Yeah. And,
Um,
I mean, bombing a terminal, that's a deliberate act to keep us from accessing any of the rest of the systems while in this program. Somebody knows what they're doing.
agreed. That is far too specific for a random glitch.
Yeah, not just a
Behavior
target.
of holograms, that could be random.
Yeah,
This.
for this terminal to not work, that's another coincidence. For this terminal to contain a bomb?
Warning: explosive device detected.
Another one?
As you hear the computer say.
Evans, can you find it?
We will see. I start looking for it, and I ask the computer if it has the location of the bomb.
It gives you.
Yep, I think Evans is gonna have to make that roll.
All right, old-fashioned way it is.
So, what are you doing to try to
I'm
find this?
looking for the explosive device that was found.
Just
Yeah.
looking with your eyes?
I guess using the tricorder would be a smart idea.
You know, they're like better eyes.
So what exactly are you scanning is what I'm trying to get at.
I am, well, first of all, I'm scanning the room for an explosive device.
The tricorder reads nothing in the room.
Okay, so not any immediate danger, but we still need to find that, most likely.
Oh, and FYI, I spent 3 threat.
Of course
awesome.
you did.
Let's see. Are there any parts of the ship that would be... Oh,
Oh no.
we need to check engineering.
We're gonna book it. I love the way that you just went, oh. Oh no.
Just stop mid-sentence.
All right, so you guys start booking it, and we're actually going to head to the air team that are outside the holodeck doors now. I believe that's with Lieutenant Tyr, if that's how you say that.
Yeah, just here. Like Tyr on Nazi.
Yes.
I'm assuming also the chief. I reported engineer, so those are playing the engineer and group and security officers.
So as you get there to the group that's down there, they say they can't get in to the holodeck. The doors seem to be sealed, and none of their codes or bypasses are working.
That would be a-
And did the commander join us as well? Is it
I don't know
Lieutenant-
who is heading down there.
I sent down Lieutenant Tier, and then there's an engineering team which could have any engineering characters, and then there's some security.
So you're the only player character.
Okay.
Is Izrath not a engineer?
Yeah, I am. I probably just dispatched a secure engineering team, though. I'm probably not there.
Okay.
First thing I guess Tyr will do is use his command codes. Tyr, Omega 6, Bravo 2, unlock holodeck 3 doors. Computer, what program is currently running in holodeck 3?
It tells you it's running the training program, the medical training program from the readiness drills, whatever that program name is.
Computer, who is currently inside holodeck 3?
Captain Grennan and that Lieutenant Evans. Lieutenant Evans.
Just trying to think, figure out what I need to do here.
Force the doors.
Fire is very bad at space bend.
Just a small explosive on the door.
Well, I think there are devices that you can like clamp onto the door and then pull. It's like a handle. It's magnetic.
Yes. I looked at the engineers. Like, did you bring the magnetic decouplers?
Aye, sir. So no effect.
Blow it.
What? Fascinating. I'm on the radio to the combat student. Transporter room 1. Are you able to lock on to the captain and Lieutenant Evans signal in holodeck 3?
Stand by, Lieutenant. And he starts. You can kind of hear him touching his console, and he says, "Negative, sir. I can't get a lock."
At that point, combat is energy. Engineering, who is currently in charge?
That would be Lieutenant Commander Schranz. Lieutenant.
Commander, could you please join me in near outside of holodeck 3? I require your expertise.
On my way.
All right, and we'll head back inside the holodeck. And I think you guys just make it to outside engineering.
All right, let's go, Evans, and walk into engineering.
And right on the warp core, you see a bomb.
Well, that's pretty obvious.
As I thought, I'd need the tricorder.
So
Can I reach it?
Yeah, it's only it's 4 or 5 meters off the ground. You know, like right where your arms can reach straight out and grab it.
So
Okay.
I have 2 separate small scans I want to make. The first thing I want to do is I want to see how destructive this bomb is. And second, I want to see if the warp core itself would react to an explosion the way a normal warp core would.
Okay. Let's go ahead and go. Reason security. Let's call this difficulty 1.
Okay. Nice.
Because this really was to help you get momentum. So the explosive device you estimate with your pretty decent knowledge of security is sufficient to blow up the warp core. And you have to assume that with the safety protocols off, the warp core will react the way a normal warp core would with an explosive device on.
Understood.
That's not good.
Well, good news is, Evans, now that you know the approximate size of the payload, let's get to this.
All right. Before I do it, before I try to disarm this thing, I scan to make sure it's not booby trapped. If there's any way I can do that?
Sure, I'll make it a difficulty 0 for you.
Whew, thank goodness.
I would
Alright.
like to check for traps.
Yeah.
Yep, basically.
I would like to check for exploding warp cores.
So is this
Well,
inside security?
Inside or reason, whichever.
Okay, going with insight.
And I'll give you the momentum. It does not look booby trapped.
Okay, I was expecting something slightly more nefarious.
And Captain, roll me insight security difficulty 2.
Alright. Actually, Evans, do you mind if I spend one of that momentum? Because you're only going to be able to spend 1 momentum on the roll, unless you're going to spend determination or something.
I can't make that plan until I know what's going on. But-
Okay.
so just go ahead and spend it, I guess.
No.
Ugh.
I said what did I say? Difficulty what?
One. You said difficulty 1.
Doesn't really matter. I'm going to type something. Just because I think this will be fun to do.
Oh, no.
Oh,
This is my favourite type of GM.
GM fun is not player fun. So
And that's all I'm going to type to you because you did fail the.
I'm sorry. What? Oh, no.
But you're going to have to figure out where.
Okay. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. And like as Evans is going to it, Harmon looks deep in thought. Oh no. These programs are bleeding into each other.
Oh, we did not. This test was not passed last time, was it?
Not quite.
What?
God, you're also flying through a minefield of singularities.
Oh no! We don't have home control.
Oh no.
Oh,
All right. looks like these. Okay. Okay, hang on. Wait a minute. Did we disarm the bomb last time? Did we disarm? No, we did disarm this bomb last time.
We didn't disable the one on the nacelles.
We didn't disable the one on the nacelles.
Inside or outside?
So, can I make some kind of a check to give him the advantage of, oh, I remember how we disarmed this bomb last time?
The question is, how much of the disarming did you do?
Well, that's why I have to make a check to...
Because I don't think... I thought you stayed on the bridge to try to find them.
No, that was me.
So who disarmed the bombs then?
So Grennan went down to engineering and
we got into combat.
right, and then we were both down there after the combat ended.
And disarmed the bomb together.
Gotcha.
Right.
So I was there when we disarmed the bomb the first time. So I want to make
a roll.
Yeah, I want to make a check to see if I remember any of the.
So we'll make this one.
I assume reason.
I'm thinking more insight security, to be honest.
Okay, it doesn't matter. They're both the same.
Yeah, we'll go insight.
Insight security difficulty 2.
We'll call it 2. If you pass this one, you will lower the difficulty of the disarm task by 1.
Would I be able to call this team dynamics focus?
Not this one because you're trying to recall.
Okay, fair enough. Penned no.
If you get it, if you fail.
Damn it. Whoa. Ooh, dear.
Oh no.
Ooh, that was super close. I'm so glad he didn't.
Oh, two 19s.
I'm so glad he did not increase the complication rate. Because holy crap.
Not 119. 2.
Okay. So you kind of think that the bomb is probably going to go off soon and you probably need to deal with it. So the task is going to be difficulty 5 with daring or control plus security or engineering.
Oh, Jesus H. Christ.
You have 1 momentum. Good.
Okay, I heard daring and security. Oh no.
You can always
So
add.
it's daring or control plus security or engineering. And I definitely love threat.
He really does.
So,
Okay.
well, so
When you
hang
find
on.
successes, I have determination.
To say, what are you going to spend? What?
So I will warn you: failure to defuse this bomb will cause it to explode.
Okay, so we have to do.
Would this affect the real Kismet?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
Pressure's
so-
on.
Extent.
okay,
I'd-
dump all the resources.
I'd say measure twice, cut once.
Yes. Because we all know how well it went last time I used that value.
Shh.
Okay. Down 1 determination. So let's see. I would still have to get a crit and a success. So I'm thinking use threat to buy at least 1 dice.
Just a sec.
Is the captain assisting you at all?
Yes, the captain will assist.
Okay.
Let me just see something super duper quick. Just need to check talents real.
Let's
Quick.
see. Do I have a bomb disposal focus? No, I do not.
Might want to get that.
I might be able to earn that before too long.
Given
Yeah.
just how often we seem to be dealing with explosives.
Mm-hmm. Our GM has a tendency to try and blow us up.
Oh,
Hey,
is
it's a
it?
neat way to kill off multiple PCs.
Oh no, one of my favorite
Yeah.
jokes about something like that would be, if I had a nickel for every time someone tried to blow us up with explosives, I'd have 5 nickels. That's not a lot, but the weird thing is that it's happened multiple times.
Yeah.
Hang on. Let me just quickly look up a couple of talents because I want to see if I have anything that might make things easier for you.
You might want to proc your Spirit of Discovery, honestly.
I might. So. I don't know. Oh! Is this an instance where I could use the direct action?
No.
Damn it.
It's pretty clear what you guys have.
I'd say
okay.
just give him get some more dice. Use your determination.
No, I might pop my Spirit of Discovery though.
Right. Quick question: with untapped potential, do I have to use that after succeeding? Do that at any time?
Excuse me. Haven't had an untapped potential thing in a while. Let me look it up.
Yeah, I'm trying.
I think that's only if you spend a momentum.
It's only once you succeed at the task.
Okay, well that's out of the question.
So, well, what I might do though is I might pop my Spirit of Discovery, but I need a relevant focus, and I think Eager to Prove Himself might do it.
Yeah.
And can I assist just as helping him defuse the bomb?
Yeah. We already established that you guys will get the. I could see Eager to Prove Himself being a what spirit did this go?
Because I have.
It's a tough one to sell to me.
Okay, that's fine.
What about he's eager to prove himself as a captain, and part of being captain is being able to delegate these things to his officers, trust in his officers, make sure that they know what to do, that they're in the right position to do their job. He's not trying to micromanage.
Well, but the problem is that would preclude my ability to assist.
Right, but it would give you 3 extra.
Yeah, I think that might be worth it. I'd rather take the not assist and say, look, I believe you. Last time I did this test with Varro, it didn't go super well. So
you're encouraging words that it didn't go well last.
Well,
good job, Captain.
Oh, actually, and I'm eager to prove myself, so I think I just shot myself in the foot.
Yeah, you really did.
Oops. Okay, I guess I'll just assist then.
Yeah, Evans just kind of raises an eyebrow. Am I supposed to be inspired? Does not say anything.
And Harmon bites his lip and just says, "You're supposed to be defusing that bomb. Get to it."
Got it.
Okay, so what are we doing?
Okay. So he's gonna spend his determination to get the 2 successes.
And the determination is being spent with
mission twice, cut once.
Okay, that works for me.
That makes a lot of sense.
That was a really good value to get.
I have a question. Can we spend a mixture of a momentum and a threat to buy a die?
Yes.
Because we have a momentum, but in order to get the next die, we'd have to give you a threat.
Correct.
So you can roll 3 dice, and I can assist, and we're going to need 3 successes.
Okay, so I'm up to 9. You guys are out
of momentum. And what are we going to need?
This is going to be a difficulty 5 task.
Yeah, so we're going to need a total of 3 successes after my
correct
determination roll.
So what is the actual roll?
Oh, okay, yeah. I think it's daring. Daring or control with security or engineering, difficulty 5.
Oh, my daring and control both suck.
No good with his hands.
He's great at diffusing the tension, not the bomb.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one of my talents, remember?
Uh-huh.
So, can this be team dynamics?
Yes.
Thank you.
No, I think it's theater.
Theater of the mind.
It is the holodeck.
So as we both go in to defuse the bomb, I said, well, this didn't go so well this time, so I think I might remember some of the stuff we did wrong last time, and I think if we do this... So, roll, Evans.
Hey!
Yes!
Okay, you're rolling momentum. Okay.
Oh,
Motherfucker.
damn it, Grennan.
Ah.
I will bank the threat.
It blows up anyway.
And Evan basically tries to ignore your advice and
That's perfect. I think I did the same thing.
Evan just does a pend and just ignores his captain.
and I think with that we're gonna head just outside the holodeck. Back to the LT and the Lieutenant Commander just joined.
Holy shit.
Good job, Evans.
Ooh. Man, and I thought episode 4 would have had a high death toll.
Oh, and Evans, roll a challenge dice to see if you gain any bonus momentum for your untapped potential.
Ooh. How many dice?
Just one.
Just one challenge dice. If you get an effect, you get a momentum.
And, well, no. If he gets he gets the amount of momentum that he rolls. Okay, so we get a momentum. If we'd rolled in...
Oh, if you roll an effect, I get a threat. Yeah.
We get a momentum and you get a threat.
Cool. So we'll head just outside the holodeck with what the hell are your names now? Lieutenant Commander Istron and Lieutenant Tyr.
Yeah.
You guys are both out at the doors now.
You said you needed me, Lieutenant?
Apparently, the captain and Lieutenant Evans are trapped in a holodeck simulation, and I do believe they are in grave danger since a explosion was detected inside the holodeck. The doors are unresponsive, and they will not open due to the magnetic release.
So the magnetic decoupler is not opening the door.
That would be the most logical assumption.
Okay. Alright. Sounds like I'm gonna have to fool the computer into triggering into opening the doors on its own. Oh boy, this might take a minute. So yeah, Lieutenant Strand pops open one of the access panels where all the power couplings and everything run to the holodeck doors.
Okay.
And he starts messing with them. He's trying to fool the holodeck doors and the computer in order to trigger a holodeck door opening.
Nothing happens.
I thought it would be a roll, but okay. Well, there goes that idea.
Back.
Can I go to a control or adjacent control panel or a panel that's on the corridor wall and attempt to essentially troubleshoot the program and just ascertain why it's malfunctioning in this way?
Sure. Let me pull up my stuff.
Nice.
Roll me. Reason Engineering difficulty 2.
And does my troubleshooting focus apply?
This one will.
It's difficulty 2, you said?
Yes.
Do you guys mind if I buy or get an extra dice with threat?
Pen doesn't mind. It's whatever the commanders want.
I guess is the captain. Yeah, he's AFK. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna guess say no on that.
I'd say go for it.
I
Well,
see it
well-
over too.
Penn's technically the second in command, so
All right, I'll follow Pen and blame him. Get one threat added.
all right, I'm at 12.
I just got back to
You heard
something
nothing.
terrible.
Look at that.
Trust
Oh!
in Pend.
Damn.
Fucking penned.
Trust in Pend.
Okay, so Lieutenant, as you start to try to figure out what's going on with the program, you notice that the program was obviously the one that was from the readiness drills that the ship had a few episodes ago. But this one seems to have been heavily modified from the original programming and has overridden all holodeck controls. And has
Fascinating.
thus disengaged itself from the rest of the ship. So it's basically running independent.
Gotcha. Commander, it appears that the program is running independently from the ship. Do you have any suggestions on how to disengage the program? Or at least integrate it back into the ship's mainframe?
Give me a second. Let me think. It's running independently, so it's not accessing the ship's computer core?
Correct.
That's kind of how holodecks work anyway. They are an independent subsystem.
Ah, okay.
It disconnect all controls from the ship to the holodeck.
Right.
You're saying.
Right. Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah, so the holodecks are already on its power supply. They have their own control panel, computer cores to make them function. This is just merely whatever happened in there caused it to just sever the ties from the ship.
Okay. Give me a minute, Lieutenant. Let me run a quick level 1 diagnostic. I might be able to find where the fault is.
Level ones
We
are
can
the
level
most
one, don't look
involved.
at it.
Level
Yeah.
ones are the most. I believe level ones are the most involved.
They are, yeah.
They take like 6 hours.
Sometimes.
Oh, wow. Then in that case, let me run a level 3 diagnostic.
That's probably better.
Or you could just get out the. You could just work on getting yourself a phaser drill.
Could, but I'm trying not to destroy the holodeck, which then I'll have to repair later.
Fair.
Always thinking of yourself, huh?
Come on, that's Liarca thinking.
Nope, no one is.
We did bake 2 momentum, right?
We did.
Yes.
We've got 3
Yes,
now.
Correct.
What's the roll for a level 3 diagnostic?
I don't think it's a roll. I think you just do it.
I mean,
Oh,
there could be
boy.
a roll for it, but it would just be like an engineering reason roll.
Yeah, it's been a while since I've played an engineer, guys.
Yeah.
Good.
But yeah. So it's probably still going to take a little bit of time, you know. But at the end of it, you're at the holodeck seems to be functioning normally.
All right. the
Which is
holodeck
obviously in direct contrast to what you just learned. But
Yeah.
mechanically, there's nothing wrong with it.
Okay. So the holodeck itself is functioning perfectly. It's got to be that program. Oh man, this is gonna take a minute. I need to open up the files and go through the entire program of code line by line.
While he's doing that, at this point, I will report the findings to the bridge.
Ah, yes.
I was gonna get to that.
Yeah, I need to go through the code line by line, which is gonna take a minute.
Pent has 2 suggestions.
And if this doesn't work, then he'll blow the door.
No, that's one of the suggestions. I've actually got a reasonable one as well.
Alright, so we'll have the I keep calling you commander. We'll have the lieutenant call up to the bridge.
Lieutenant Tier 2 bridge.
Wait, who's in charge on the bridge again?
Vada.
Varo? Or not, well,
I'm not.
you playing Vada.
Right, okay. Vada here.
Well, as a commander, right?
Vada's
Lieutenant
the
commander.
Lieutenant.
I don't know. Something like that. Is it lieutenant?
You got some background noise there, Captain.
Oh, I do?
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Some?
A lot.
Should I say, in a sheet, Vata is an ensign.
Oh, is it that loud hum again?
Yeah, it's like a hum crackle type
lieutenant.
thing.
Yes.
That your mic is really hot too. But Vada's a lieutenant.
Oh, is that better?
Yes.
I'm sorry. I turned my mic up way too high because I turned the volume off a little bit earlier and then I turned it back on.
Ah. Yeah, Vada's a lieutenant, so we've got a strange thing going on here.
Lieutenant, the apparently the holodeck 3 has been disconnected and is operating independently from the ship. Currently, both the captain and Lieutenant Evans are trapped inside. We are working on a solution to open the holodeck doors at this time.
I assume conventional means of getting them out of there have been tried? Transporters, Jeffrey's tubes.
Is there a Jeffrey tube access into the holodeck?
No.
I thought there was. Never mind. Cool. I didn't say Jeffrey's tubes then, because I'm an engineer and I know these things. I assume transporters have already been tried?
Yeah, we've tried all conventional means, including the transporters, to remove both the captain and Evans off the holodeck.
So the holodeck's completely disconnected from the main computer then now?
That is correct.
All right. It's very troubling, to say the least. Fought it or do here, and I don't either.
Lieutenant, I've got a suggestion.
Yes, Lieutenant?
Considering the holodeck is on its own power source, really, what if you just disconnect the power source?
We could attempt that. Engineering team?
Just
Lieutenant Tier?
unplug it.
The power sources are somewhat integrated, but we might be able to get at them through the bulkheads.
Phaser drill.
Lieutenant Commander Shran here. The main power to the holodeck comes through the EPS grid. If I shut down main power and then take down the backups, it might work, but
then we'd have no main power.
We'd have no main power, and we wouldn't be going anywhere. The warp core would be offline.
So just so you guys know, the holodeck is not connected to the ship's power supply at all. It has its it is to recharge, but it has its own power supply. That's how the holodecks work in Star Trek.
Right.
So you guys are kind of thinking the right way, but instead of turning off main power to the ship, you'll try to disengage power from the holodeck.
Yeah, so just pull, literally just take its own power source out, like I said.
Yeah, although it's more akin to taking out the batteries than pulling the plug.
Yeah, same thing.
So
Sorry, I thought it was actually tied into the main power grid.
now holodecs are weird and confusing.
Yeah, they really are, and you have to watch a lot of Star Trek to understand them a little bit.
Yeah. All right, Lieutenant Commander, see if you can get at the holodeck's power supply and disengage it.
Will do.
All right, and I actually think with that, I think we'll head actually Commander on Narendra
I was gonna say, I was wondering when we were gonna get back to him.
right now, because you guys got to a point where I can't. All right, Commander, I believe you are still in his office, and whatever the hell your last call was.
I essentially completely locked down the station
Right.
and got a security team on its way to me.
Security team just showed up.
Okay. I'd like to start investigating the door they went into.
All right, what would you like to do at the door?
I'd like to see if I can get it open.
You cannot.
I'd like to start cutting the door open.
Unplug its power supply.
Let's go. Control security difficulty 4, because this is not a normal door. It is a reinforced,
Duranium alloy.
Yeah, pick an alloy door.
Right. Okay. So,
That was cleverly concealed in a bookcase.
Because of course it was.
mhm.
Yeah. Why wouldn't it be?
Let's see. I can conceivably make this roll.
Because
I'm assuming I have a separate momentum pool from everybody else right now.
You do not.
Oh, then I'd like to spend a momentum.
go ahead.
All right.
For my ease, everybody's just the same.
Yeah, we're not doing what we did with you on Saturday, Varro.
Yeah, that was confusing.
That wasn't that confusing. Well,
Ah, man, so close.
Is he assisted by the Narendra? Doubt it.
no, you wait, Varro, you don't have any talents or anything that help you there, do you?
Talents.
You didn't take cautious security, did you?
Nah.
Why not?
Because bold is so much funner.
So as you try to cut the door open with your phaser, you just kind of scar it a little bit and don't seem to make any progress.
Yeah. I should take cautious security. Like, really, I need to reinvestigate my talents at some point, but that's on a separate note. All right, then I'm waiting for the security team to arrive, I guess.
Oh, they arrived prior to you trying that.
Wait, then the security team should have been helping me with the door.
Same result.
If I'd
Correct.
known they were here, I would have played that differently. Okay.
Or they could show up just as you're finished, whichever narrative you like.
I like it better that way because I would have done something different mechanically.
Okay, cool. So yeah, so right as you finish right after you get done painting the door, so to speak, the security team walks in and says, "You called for us, Commander?"
Yes, we've got a Starfleet mole who's retreated to some location beyond this door. The station's locked down, and we're on a hunt for Lieutenant Commander Pierce.
We will follow your lead, Commander.
Very good. I want to get some scans on this door and see what's behind it. I'll mechanically make that roll, but
Yeah. Let's call this one reason or insight and science. Or engineering.
not engineering. A 1. Okay. I don't have any focuses here.
Still get a momentum out of it though.
Yeah.
You are able to scan through the door, and it seems like you can kind of make out like a hidden passageway, that kind of leads to the interior of the station.
Okay. I'm showing this to the security officers and saying, can we cross-reference this with the station schematics and see where this might be heading?
They just said it seems to be heading toward.
Right, but I'm saying if there's like a parallel route we can take.
Right, yeah. So they're looking at it and they kind of look at each other. It seems to be running to near waste management in a section next to it. It looks like, and they said it looks like we could take it this way to get there.
All right, with me. And then as we're walking, I engage the computer again. Computer, disable all heat elements from the station.
Do what now?
No taking out the trash right now.
I thought trash on these stations was all like replicators.
It would be, but I'm just making sure, unless it's like, in case it's like an old station or something. Like, there's going to be heat exchangers to make sure the station doesn't fry itself. But aside from that, nothing goes out.
But when I say waste, I mean more or less like people waste. You know, it still has to it still eventually goes somewhere and has to be dealt with.
Right, it goes to some sort of reclamator facility, most likely. All right, so we're heading that direction.
Cool. So as you're kind of making your way through the ball, and you know, it really looks kind of, for some reason, this really looks older than it should, but you know, the amount of use it gets for all the piping and stuff. You eventually come to what looks like a little, not so much a clearing, but like kind of like it has like a second floor, which looks to have some type of cover on it, as if someone actually put cover there, and it's kind of on the second floor, and you're kind of on the lower level.
Mm-hmm.
And again, it's all filled with pipes, and it's really dark and dirty, gritty.
Right. Lights out, scanning.
And as you start to scan, Lieutenant Pierce appears on the second floor railing and says, "I don't think you really need to scan to find me, Commander."
Indeed, you've made my job significantly easier.
We all knew there was really nowhere for me to go once I found out.
So I'm sure you have a contingency, as any good agent would.
You're looking at it, and I'm going to spend 4 threat, and two Starfleet officers appear next to Pierce.
I'm guessing these ones weren't on my list.
There's a lot that is still missing off of that list, Commander. Computer, seal room, and the room around you seals.
I kind of look at him a little bit appraisingly. And I nod and I say, if it's a fight you want, Lieutenant Commander, I must warn you. You'll get it.
Well, Commander, we all knew how this would end. And he picks up his phaser, and you hear him adjusting the power level. And the sound it makes seems to be on a high potentially kill setting.
Yep.
Come, Commander, let's end this.
All right then.
No, I think this music might be good.
All right, and then the only thing we need is the other officers. I figure we just use the same stats for all of them. Security officers.
Yeah.
So pick one, and that'll be all 4 of them.
Me, I got the better stats.
That's not it.
So we'll be looking like a support character here. I'm thinking. Let's see.
Yeah, just like whatever security officer you pick is essentially going to be the same stats we use for all of them.
Right. Okay. Let's
minus Pierce, of course.
Oh, we could just grab the one. We just could grab the ones out of the operations book.
Those aren't like in Roll20 though right now. So.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So whatever you grab for the security officers, we'll just kind of use for everybody. Just let me know which one you use so I can grab it too.
Right. I think Akira works stat-wise.
In your support.
Yeah, it's in Tachibana.
Okay, cool.
For some reason, all of these Starfleet security officers know how to make a good flambe.
You watch
It's
time
very
on the
strange.
hands.
So, are you
Oh,
using
this one.
Tachibana or just his sheet of character?
Just a sheet.
Okay.
And if somebody wants to handle my security team roles and stuff,
Oh, let me.
Who are you using?
I'm not doing anything.
Tachibana Akira. Go
All
ahead,
right.
Pend.
I want to do something.
Okay. And let's get into this.
All right, I think the first move could probably be yours.
All right.
Ugh.
Then
I love this track.
Good track. I haven't done ground combat in a while, so hold with me here.
It's not too loud, is it?
Touch.
Go a little bit lower, yeah.
Just because I feel like I have to kind of yell over the music.
There you go. Better.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's better. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to fire at Lieutenant Commander. It's as simple as that. I'm aiming and firing.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Damage.
Ooh.
Those go to knockdown, I believe.
No.
Don't they? Oh no, yeah, I was thinking
That's
wrong thing.
unarmed.
So he'll take 4. He is behind cover, FYI.
Okay. Yeah, I'd like to get myself some cover.
Yeah. No, unfortunately, your side is empty.
Yep. Not too surprising.
So does
We
it
have
pass
numbers
over to
advantage,
them?
though.
What's that?
We do have a numbers advantage.
Actually, you guys are tied. You each have 2.
All right. That's not how a security team works, but all right.
I said only 2 members came to your quarters.
Yeah,
or
and we,
to
can,
the
and, we,
room.
and we can say that the rest of the security teams are sweeping the station.
Yeah.
All right. So does it pass?
Yes.
I suppose.
It passes.
I'm actually gonna have one of the peons shoot first at one of the other peons.
Am I shooting it for you as well?
No, I think Ed's gonna do it.
I could have pen roll for everybody. It doesn't really matter.
Oh.
So if you want to shoot for the one perfect penned, please roll
Damn
me
it,
damage.
penned. Fucking penned.
Now remember when you need to roll well.
Oh,
God damn it, Penn.
Not right now.
So the one facing. So if you look up at the pedestal, the one to Pierce's left, or the one that's on the right side of Pierce, your left, shoots on to the security guard that's on your left, and hits him square in the chest, and he falls to the ground.
See, I don't like it when you change things like how many people are in a security squad.
Well, you told them to go in teams of 2.
No, that was for the airlocks.
So they sent a team of 2.
Not how it works.
It is now.
Oh, so salty.
So salty. Because I know all the number stuffs. So I made a reference to specific numbers when it was outside the norm, and then didn't when it was the norm. Damn it.
Damn it. So,
For future reference, a security team is always 4 security officers,
Unless you say that they are to go in team 2.
which I specified for the airlocks.
Well, it's tough shit now.
So it's...
yeah, I was gonna say tough shit.
If you had
This-
4 peons, the enemy would probably have 4 peons.
Now, keep in mind, I
yes.
had to spend threat to make these 2 appear, so...
Oh, okay, never mind.
Right, I
So-
would have drained a lot of his threat. Yeah, it's our turn now? Yeah, so
Yep.
the one who didn't go down fires.
Okay. And which one? Well, it doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
And
And I swear to God.
Pen,
Alright,
stop
darn
trying
it.
to kill me.
Alright, Pen, you could use... You could
Wait,
shoot
actually-
the other peon at the other peon.
Here's a quick question. Stop it! I had a question before
Okay.
we turned around, though.
Okay.
The question is, does an assist count against my turn? Taking next round.
Yes.
Okay,
Because that would be your turn.
got it.
However, he only took 2.
Guys, don't forget to aim.
Yes. Pen, start aiming when you should.
I am not penned. I am peon number 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Motherfucker.
Stop
You
it.
don't control me anymore.
I control 2 of you. Well, one
Well-
of you. The other one's dead.
Okay, so I think this one actually goes back to them because your guy's down.
Well, no, what's his name hasn't gone yet.
Pierce.
Yeah, Pierce is about to go because I was making sure because peon went. Because commander went first, then peon 2 on your side, but then peon 3 is down, so it goes back to them to finish their turn. So Pierce is actually going to just aim and fire at the commander.
Worry, I'm not rolling this.
I'm not going to buy threat or anything. It would help if I selected stuff.
Rolled no.
oh, I got real happy
Just-
for a moment there.
Just do that again, though.
God damn it!
Oh,
I'm not going to bank the extra threat because these are lethal attacks. I should mention from him.
Mm-hmm.
So every time I fire, with
Oh,
somebody,
no.
oh, what?
Borrow, spend your determination now.
I think I'm just dead.
That's actually 12.
that is 12.
I am
Oh, I
dead.
didn't realize it was vicious.
Well, hot damn.
But how much stress do normal people have? Because I have revolution, so I'm not sure. Anymore.
I have exactly 12.
Yeah, same.
Oh,
That was all of it.
That was all of it. Is there anything I can do?
You can still avoid the injury.
Yeah,
He
but
takes
the
2.
thing is he's gonna take 2 injuries.
Right.
And,
Right.
and it's gonna become deadly either way.
There's some stuff with momentum spend. Do we have any momentum left?
Yeah, they have
We have-
3 momentum,
we
so
have
you can
3.
avoid 2 injuries. You can use the determination to avoid the 1, and then 2 momentum to avoid the second. However, the next hit is pretty much dead.
Right.
Oh god.
So those are your options.
Well, technically,
mean-
since his stress filled up, doesn't he go down anyway?
But he can avoid 2 injuries.
Okay.
It's a probably
so-
do
Because when
that.
the stress goes down, it's an injury.
Right, so that puts us at 1 momentum. No determination for me. And not good.
And it will be your turn.
Get the hell out.
You can.
I'm trying to think how I can.
I mean, the
It's
way
Go
you
back from
came
whence
in.
you came.
No, he,
It's just
he
not the
locked down
room.
the room.
Oh no! Wait,
Shut
they're
up, the-
elevated, right?
I got it. Varro, turn out the lights.
Yeah, that's what I'm going for right now. I'm just trying to think of the best way to do it.
But can Betazoids see in the dark, or do they just see like emotion, basically? Like they know where the emotion is from?
I could triangulate approximately where he was.
Okay.
Okay. Question: with that determination spend, do I get veteran bonus?
Oh yeah, roll your thing to see if you get your determination back.
Right.
Nope.
I do not. I have never gotten it back. I'll just mention that. Okay. So
Rue gets it back all the time in the show.
I know. And like I've never. It's really annoying. Okay, so I'm using my Grand Kite Order of Tactics right now, obviously. I'm trying to figure out the best way to do that. So the first thing I'm doing is just minor action, and turning out the lights. Now, whether that requires me to use my special stuff or whether I can just turn off the lights is up to Ed.
I think you could probably use your special stuff, but it will require a roll to counteract his special stuff.
My special stuff is way better than his, though.
That's why we're going to roll it out.
That's not what she said.
Okay, does this count as an action roll then?
I will just do this as an opposed check and will not count it as a...
Okay. What's the roll?
I will let you set it up. Whatever you think would your best stats would use toward your command, I will just do the opposite with him. Or I will do the same with him.
It is security. Let's see. It's either presence or insight here.
I mean, inside, I think.
I think it actually is insight here. Like, it's my best roll, but I think it actually is the one that makes most sense as well.
Okay.
Let's spend
Yeah.
our last momentum to make sure.
Yes.
Okay, you guys are out.
Okay. Now focuses. Can I use composure here?
I think you're in a life or death situation.
Okay. Using my focus and composure.
Oh. Victory goes to the attacker.
I was the attacker.
Okay. I will take the threat. And the lights go out.
All right.
Varro, you need to make some snide comment about. Hopefully, this goes better than the last time.
Before you take your next action, however, I am going to spend 3 threat right after the lights. Right after you give your lights. He is going to say, "Oh, that's a nice trick you have there, Commander, but you tricks." I'm going to spend a 3 threat, and you hear the same wind of an auto turret coming down,
Oh god.
and you can kind of see like the little red light on,
All
and
right.
that'll be your turn.
So, let's see. We spent our last momentum right now. I don't have a determination. I'm fairly low on resources, but we can figure this out.
Oh god. Yeah, I'm actually struggling to see how Varro's gonna get out of this.
Well, it's all hinging on my Grand Kite Order of Tactics.
Ah, right.
I just have to figure out the best way to use that. I can create 2 identical advantages, and advantages are pretty strong. So, I'm open to input here.
Maybe you can hit the... Run like, what, grated flooring above you?
Oh,
Maybe if
knock
you hit
that out
something...
from under them.
Yeah.
Knock out a support.
Let's see.
Knock out a support and...
Or if there's like a power panel next to them, hit that and blow it up.
Well, he probably can't see that.
No, I can see people.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, so one
Well,
possibility...
well, the good news is you can also see the light.
Yeah, I can see the light from the turret as well. So here's one possibility. The advantage is that the station command knows what's happening now, and they're sending reinforcements.
And a medical team.
And a medical team.
Yeah, and that can be the other advantage.
Yeah, they're sending reinforcements. Category A reinforcements, security. Category B reinforcements, medical.
And how many people will this be that gets sent?
Probably 2.
So, what's he gonna roll?
I don't have to roll for Grand Kite.
Well, you have to create an advantage.
Yeah.
Because that's how it works, is you have to create an advantage. And, I mean, you could use something like present security.
So he's basically looking for a way to notify command of the station of what's going on.
Yeah.
Is his comm badge working?
I'm assuming not, because the room is in lockdown, which prevents communication.
Oh, yeah.
But you'd expect that the station would be able to pick up weapons fire.
Right, again, lockdown. It would take somebody investigating from outside.
But wouldn't
Or-
they see that a specific area has entered lockdown?
Also that. So this has to be some sort of strategy. So the strategy is that I set up strategy is I set up a contingency for this because I'm Varro, and Varro is smarter than I am. Oh no, I just thought of the best thing.
Do it.
I pull a little remote from my pocket and click it. The light on the auto turret flicks for a second. It's now under my command.
Yes!
Fool me once, shame on you.
Ooh.
So you take the control out of his room and use it against him.
Yeah.
Oh, like he left a little controller for the turrets behind.
Oh, he did absolutely do that, didn't he?
Ed? Is
Ed?
it there?
I
Ed?
think for something like that, I will allow for the programming.
The roll?
Yeah.
Okay.
Control security?
Could be.
And I'd give him a threat to let you roll an extra die.
Yeah.
Because you're gonna need 2 successes for this.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have any focuses?
I do have shipboard tactical systems
It's a turret.
and strategy and tactics.
Oh, strategy and tactics, because that's what you're doing. You're creating a Grand Kite Order of Tactics
Yeah.
advantage.
Yeah, that one's fine.
Okay. I like to start off with the ones that aren't as good. Oh, I'm shaking right now.
There we go.
I got 2.
All right.
That's enough to
control
create the
security.
advantage. Okay, so the Grand Kite Order of Tactics doubles my advantage, meaning I take control of this thing, and a second one drops down.
Right. Hold on.
Also,
First, I said I'll allow the roll, so we're gonna have to see if your programming is better than his.
Oh, contested roll.
what? Oh,
Attacker wins.
Varro is the
Right.
attacker.
Yep.
Yes.
So the light flickers on the turret, and instead of being the green that it was, it flickers to red,
Mm-hmm.
and you hear it swivel.
Well, and so Grenkite Order of Tactics creates a second identical advantage, so another turret would probably swing down.
Either that, or the turret is stronger, or something. Or it's something, but I do have 2 of something.
It gets 2 attacks.
Or I don't know, leave that up to Ed.
Right.
So since I had to spend threat on this turret, I'm not gonna allow a second one because you have no momentum.
Well, but it's Grenkite Order of Tactics.
I know, but the advantage, I'm not gonna allow a second turret.
So what's the second advantage gonna be?
Right, because I do get a second advantage. It's up to you to say no to it being a second turret, but...
Right, yeah. It's definitely not gonna be a second turret because of the spends on it.
Can we say then the turret is twice as good?
Well, yeah, because it's closer to them. Because they just put a turret down right in front of them, didn't they?
I will say that during this round of combat, it gets 2 shots.
Alright.
Okay.
That
One for
works.
the surprise element, so it'll be without the benefit of cover, and then the second time will be a normal with cover,
Cool.
as they realize what happened.
Okay. So it goes to them now.
Does it? Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
Shoot.
Oh boy.
They can't see, though.
Yeah.
They are literally firing blind.
Right.
You could say they're taking a shot in the dark.
Wow.
Waka waka.
So, Pend,
Yes.
you're gonna take the guy that's on the right peon. You're gonna have him shoot at the other peon, difficulty 3, because of the darkness, and he's working solely on where he thinks he was.
Okay.
Not enough.
Cool. Now it'll pass to you.
Alright. Now, do I have to go for the turret? Or is that independent?
I will give you the turret permissions now. Let me do that really quick.
Say I would aim the turret at what's his name?
Pierce?
Pierce.
So you can't try and regain control.
And
Well,
and just
So my
it's
question
Pierce.
is more whether or not the turret is going to fire as our action this round.
Remember, it gets yes to that question. It will be your action, but it gets 2 this round.
Yeah.
So you can decide when they take them.
Right. Okay. So where's the turret?
It's basically kind of above Pierce's head and a little bit.
No, I
to
mean like
his-
to roll it.
Oh,
Sorry.
Maybe
I mean,
it's not gonna move it. I'll just move it to the top.
All right.
Got it.
Yep. The turret is firing. Once I open the sheet.
Want to give Ed some threat?
No.
I can't believe I just said that.
You just buy another turret.
The auto turret aims and fires, I guess?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, because it aims.
Yeah, it is a phaser turret, so it,
Well, I don't know if they allowed it to aim, but
Well, it should be able to take a minor action.
yeah, I don't know if I had it doing that, but yeah, it's fine.
I'm controlling it now though.
There we go. That hits.
All right, damage.
I'm forgetting the basics of combat because I'm stressed.
That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Mm-hmm. Okay. What do I sense after the first shot?
Sense with what?
Telepathy.
Oh,
Do
the
I
same
still
stuff as
sense
before.
gibberish coming from him?
Yeah, the same stuff as before.
Okay.
He is trained. I will spend 2 threat to avoid the injury.
Yeah, it's kind of what I was asking, essentially, whether he stayed up or not, because I wouldn't
Oh,
sense
okay. Yeah,
gibberish.
yeah. Well, he's about to talk. He says, "Oh, that's a nice trick, Commander. Too bad it will be your last."
It might
And
be.
I'm assuming it's his turn.
I'm trying to think if we have any way of keeping the initiative right now.
We can't. We just don't have anything.
Would you give the GM threat to keep?
Can we?
No.
No,
Yeah,
it's
I didn't
gotta
think
be
so.
momentum. Oh, Jesus.
You can give him threat to avoid an injury.
Yep.
But Varro
turn passes.
technically cannot avoid another injury.
Yeah.
So does it pass?
It does.
It's gonna have to.
We don't have any way of avoiding it passing.
Sorry, Commander. He is going to take an aim at you.
Is it difficulty free because it's in the dark?
You are correct.
Ooh, yeah,
And it just aims past your head.
hard miss.
My heart is beating so fast right now. All right. Let's see. The
Okay.
Was it the turret's second turn now?
Yes.
yes.
Hey,
Okay.
Okay. Damage, please. So he'll take 2.
Okay. Now, question. He's had to move to get behind different cover.
Remember I said to allow the turret to fire twice, he's going to
yeah,
cover
he gets
the
covered.
next time.
So, well,
Oh, I thought he was repositioning to
how
after
much
he was startled.
stress has he taken total though?
He took 12 so far.
My God.
You built this guy to brawl, didn't you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. So logistics though. He can't have cover in every direction.
Well, he is also above you guys. So that's pretty much the cover from you.
Right, but the turret. You say the turret was above him?
Yeah.
Turret came down from the ceiling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's above
So-
him. But remember, I still said he gets the advantage of his.
Okay.
Yeah, on the second one.
Yeah.
But I'm assuming that was because he was startled in the first one and then
Correct.
Tucked behind something.
Yeah.
ducked behind something. So that means he has to change position, which might change whether he has cover from me or not.
Well, he's still above you. So, like,
Okay.
if you're looking up at a second floor railing and you imagine sandbags on that railing all throughout it, that's what you're seeing. So, no matter what, he has cover from you.
Right.
If that makes
Okay.
sense. He's essentially behind sandbag on a second floor tier.
So now it's back to them.
And now it's my turn.
Well, that was your turret.
Yeah.
So
That was
then
our
I still,
turret going.
yeah. So I have one more guy.
Wait, didn't he go down?
Only one of them did.
One of
Right.
yours did. None
Yeah,
of
one
them
of-
did.
Yeah. We haven't taken out any of them yet.
So Pend, if you'll be so kind as to have Glaceon shoot at the turret, please.
Okay, I'm guessing that's difficulty free as well, or is that 2?
This is going to be 2 because he can see the light.
Thank you, Pend.
You're
All
welcome.
right. So his inferior weaponry that he was given explodes in his face, and he goes down.
Nice.
Thank you.
So now,
And I'll say I'd like to think that for the sake of, I'd like to say for the sake of keeping up the neat narrative of being able to tell where each other is, even though people are moving around in the dark. That exploding in his hand created like a little flash of light, so everyone like sees each other for like the brief second before it goes dark again.
works for me. So you guys have your last peon to go.
I mean, shoot at the other one.
Shoot at Pierce.
Or yeah,
Oh,
Pierce.
Both enemy peons are down, right?
No, one of them.
You've
Only
still
one of
got-
them.
Oh,
So
Yeah, I
shoot
thought they
at-
were both down too, but I thought the first one had already gone down.
So shoot at
Okay.
Pierce. Difficulty 3. Probably not going to get it, but yeah.
And then it is me now, Varro.
So you went first. You started.
Right,
all
and
of
we
that.
just ended the round.
Yeah.
So since you ended the round, it actually goes to.
But
It alternates rounds. So
yeah, but I thought we're on the third round of combat now.
Right. So
Yeah.
you were the last round of the second round. So it starts with them on the third because it
Okay.
alternates whoever ends can't start. If that
Got
makes
it.
Got it.
So it will pass to them. Pen, you could have the other peon shoot at the turret. Dick. All right, now it's yours.
All right. Now I'm using my telepathy to determine where he is, Pierce. I'm echoing the room essentially to try and cancel out the darkness disadvantage for myself.
I don't know if telepathy works that way.
Yeah, probably not. You can probably just aim.
Okay.
Because it's definitely not echolocation.
It's not echolocation. It's this person is
Is in that general area.
Yeah. I'm working off something slightly better than memory, essentially,
Well, by
Yeah,
but only slightly.
I can't justify that with.
But
Okay.
by that method, wouldn't he also know where you are, considering you're probing his mind?
No.
No.
So anyhow.
If he well, because the thing is trained to. So
I think it might work on someone who wasn't.
right, yeah, I could justify it if it was like the other security guard. I could justify that, but I can't justify it on Pierce because of his training.
Right.
So now
Hmm.
so I guess just aim and fire.
Actually, maybe I should take out the. No, I'll aim at Pierce. Yeah.
Do I give threat to get an extra die?
He's just gonna keep Pierce up longer with that threat.
Well, if you want to hit, you have to hit him first.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
Gonna do it?
Yeah. Giving a threat for a third die.
Okay, I'm up to 6.
Oof. All right.
Oh!
Oh,
All right, so you guys gain 3 momentum off of that.
is that a good decision?
Yes. Thank you. Pat.
But holy crap.
So far, every time you guys have used threat to buy dice, it has paid off significantly for you.
You're welcome.
Damage, please.
We have you. Yeah, roll damage. And don't forget, we have momentum for days.
Yeah.
Wait,
Spend a
hang on.
dice to re-roll.
Yeah.
You can spend momentum to re-roll the amount of dice.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Let's see, it's 5 plus. Okay, so it's 5 actually.
So how many momentum did you spend?
I'm spending 1 to re-roll my challenge die that I didn't. And doing that now. All right.
Okay, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then this cancels out 4 of it.
He takes 3 damage.
So you could spend 2 more momentum to bring it up to 5.
Well, hold on. Let me just double check how many spend to reroll. That's just what I want to double check here.
Rerolling challenge die is 1 moment.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yep.
Yeah.
For some reason, I thought it was 2. I just want to be sure. If they would have everything in one location, that would be great.
Right.
I feel that.
Page 178.
You've also got it in like Starship Combat Momentum. Reroll damage 1. Reroll any number of damage dice.
That's
Right, it is
Starship.
1. Yep, it is 1. Cool. You guys are right.
Okay, cool. And
You could spend the remaining momentum you generated off that to bring it up to 5.
You could also do penetration.
Well, but we don't know if he has any resistance. And so far, it sounds like he doesn't.
right. Let's see.
So before you guys do any of that, Pierce does fall to the ground.
Oh, okay.
You
We-
just
we-
nailed it. You
we-
got 15 stress and you got 3.
We
Nice.
outstressed him.
Okay.
Which
How much
means
is it to keep the initiative? It's 2, right?
2.
I'm gonna keep the initiative just in case that last guy doesn't get the
Oh.
idea.
use the turret.
So he already went. So essentially, you guys are gonna go until you're over.
Oh, right.
Just turret. So we didn't have to spend that momentum.
Got it. So still got 2.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then
Turret.
turret him.
Yep. Damage. And then Pend, you're gonna roll challenge dice for a cover.
How many challenge dice?
4.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, it's gonna negate 4.
So that's
So he
2.
2. All right. So then my security officer fires blindly into the darkness.
Oh, hey. But that wasn't enough.
Misses.
Blindly into
Right.
the darkness.
So we'll go back to their die. I think I am just going to randomize what he aims at. Because there's the target I should go after, but there's the one he's been going after. So I'm going to roll d6. Okay?
Okay.
1 and 2 is the turret. 3 and 4 is Varro. 5 and 6 is
Is
the
the
other.
remaining guy. Borrow.
Pend. So this is still difficulty 3.
Don't fuck this up.
Pend, roll 3 dice. I'm going to spend a 3. It's
Oh,
now or
man.
never.
Oh, good.
Oh,
Good.
thank goodness.
It's
Dark.
just past your head, and you feel like heat against your hair,
I might go down from that much at this point.
and it will pass back to you
Ah.
for
Um,
3 turns apparently.
Let's make the turret go first.
Yeah.
No, I'm firing first because I don't
Oh,
get
yeah,
disadvantage from darkness
yes.
against this guy.
Yes. Spend a momentum, aim, and fire.
See, actually, I'm spending momentum. I'm not aiming. I'm charging instead.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Hey.
Okay, you get
Oh.
it back.
Mm-hmm. Get it back, and I don't have the charge table up. Shoot. I'm doing the one that'll make him go down faster.
Vicious.
Does Vicious require deadly?
No.
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 Then
Vicious.
yeah, viciously
As long
stunning.
as it's able to be charged with that. And I believe it is.
I've used it before.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so,
vicious
so,
is a charge
so it gives
effect.
you area, intense, piercing 2, vicious 1.
What does intense do?
Let me see.
It just
Sorry.
ups the difficulty to make them avoid an injury by 1, if I remember correctly.
I don't think this guy can avoid an injury.
So
Yeah.
the cost to avoid an injury is increased by 1 for each effect.
Got it.
So
Gonna
like
go
if,
vicious
so
then.
instead of spending 2 threat, if you were to roll like 3 whatever and he gets an injury, I would have to spend 5 to.
Yeah. I'd say just vicious is probably your best go.
Yeah, I'm just going vicious.
That'll do it.
Pend, if you will, please roll me for cover dice. 4. So you got 7, so he'll take 3.
Okay.
Turret.
Yep.
What's he at, Pen?
What?
The PN guy.
Have you been keeping track of how much stress he's actually taking?
I have not. +4.
I think it's just been 5 total. 5 total, yeah.
So yeah, he's got. Well, I won't say how much he's got left, but yeah, he's got enough.
Okay, cool.
Okay. So, then the auto turret fires.
Yep.
Hey, there it is. Hey.
All effects.
Pen, go ahead and roll 4 challenge dice. He'll negate 3 of that. So he'll take 3 more.
Okay. And now, security officer fires.
Yep.
Difficulty 3.
Doesn't
Nope.
hit.
Alright. So now it will pass back to him because of the turn. I will do the same random.
Wait, actually, now we're keeping the initiative.
This is the end of the turn.
Oh, right. Ugh.
So he will again fire at you. Pen, go ahead and roll me 2 dice.
God damn it. Okay.
With Pen's luck, it's...
It ran out, it seems.
Yeah.
He was rolling kick ass.
It depends on who you like, whose luck I'm rolling for.
I know, right? Alright.
From a certain point of view.
So yeah, it's back to you guys.
Okay.
Just keep chipping away at him.
I am spending another momentum to get 3. I am charging and firing again.
Oh.
Ooh.
Alright, you get 2 back. Damage, please. And Pen, roll 4 challenge dice.
That's
I will
4.
make 4.
That's 10
9,
total.
10. So he'll take 6.
He's down.
Oh, okay. I was gonna
He will-
say.
Yep, he will be down.
In fact, that's 2 injuries probably.
Well,
6 damage anyway is.
well, it's at least 1. I don't know how close he was to 0.
If the character is reduced to 0 by an attack or hazard, they suffer an injury.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, I'm saying I wonder if he suffered 2.
Yeah, we don't know how far he was away.
He was 5 stress away.
Oh, so that's 2 injuries.
There you go.
Well, he took 6, right?
Yep.
Yes.
So yeah, that's an injury there, and then gained to 0, that's an injury there.
Yep.
So 2. Alright, so.
And then I
combat
promptly
over.
collapse down onto the ground.
Yeah, I would imagine you do.
And the security officer contacts the med bay and says medical emergency.
Yeah, I think we will, with that, head back to the ship.
Oh.
You're trying to kill me.
I'm
it
trying
almost-
to kill somebody in this episode if you can.
Yes.
In case it wasn't obvious by that knife emoji that he sent us yesterday.
Yeah.
Okay, quick thing though. Technically, you can only recover or use either momentum or determination, because I've been reading the rules on it, to avoid an injury once per scene. Otherwise, you have to do a recovery task to gain an extra chance to avoid an injury.
Oh, whoops.
Yeah, it's fine.
We know.
Well,
it's
I'm
not
just
keep
for
track.
future references. I'm just
Yeah.
pointing that out.
Yeah,
So recovery task. Okay, so there is
Right.
a recourse, but
yeah, but you can only regain like 1 of them.
And you can suffer more injuries past 0 without apparently dying. It's up to the GM.
Well, because at the end of the scene, if you're not treated,
Right.
then you would die. Like if you're not treated for the injury.
mm,
So generally, it's up to the GM to not end the scene before they've had a chance. But if they just forget to treat you, and we go on to the next scene, then you would die.
am I getting medical treatment?
Yeah. No,
Okay.
because you're the only player character there. You're
Just
taken
want to
care
make
of.
sure.
Yeah, no, you're taken care of.
Good.
Get a
Because
couple of some good scars.
Oh yeah, we'll have 2 people on the ship with cool scars.
So cool. So yeah, we'll head back to the.
I already have cool scars.
Let's head back to the holodeck, I think. You guys are just in engineering.
So I just sort of want to take this moment to just sort of have it's one of those calm scenes that you have every once in a while in Star Trek where even though like there's danger going on, the characters still just sit down and talk. And like I just think that we're like sitting up against the warp core just totally stressed the hell out.
And before we go any further, this is end of a scene, so we'll go drop you guys to 2 momentum.
Nice hands there, Evans.
Sorry, could you repeat that?
Nice job there, Evans.
Oh, thank you.
Thank
you.
See, you don't need to have a careful hand in the operating table to have your calling.
It would seem so.
You did good work. You had a steady hand in there. So, you said that you wanted to retake this test because of that man that died?
No. I had wanted to examine what had happened because of the shoulder dislocation.
Okay. I just wanted to clarify that.
Yeah, the person, the hologram that died was above my pay grade.
Oh yeah, that's right. You weren't there for that. Said, okay.
Well, I was there for that. I just wasn't working on that patient.
Yeah, you weren't responsible there.
Correct.
Got it. Well, I think it's safe to say that you can work calmly under pressure. That was a bomb that it took. I mean, thinking on it, the only other person I saw that day that could defuse the bomb like that was Varro.
The thing that worries me, that could have taken out the actual Kismet, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, it certainly could have created a large enough explosion to cause some real damage. Actually, I do wonder about that. How does, like, the conservation of energy work there?
Work where?
In terms of a warp core, a theoretical warp core breach on the holodeck. Like, there's no way it can create as much energy as an actual warp core breach.
Correct. So it would be confined to just the holodeck, but it simulates the effects of such. And with the safety protocols all, it would simulate the explosion and would injure whatever. It's all done through the energy it puts out.
Yeah.
Okay, so the people right outside the room even would be safe.
They would probably be fine.
Yeah.
There was a Voyage episode where there was an explosion on the holodeck, and I'm not sure if I'm trying to remember because it was with the Hirogen.
Yeah, so with that episode, the reason why it damaged the ship is because they actually extended the holodeck into the surrounding bulkheads. So when the artillery shells hit the headquarters or whatever, it was hitting the ship also because they moved the holodeck further into the ship.
Got it. Okay. So, well, I don't think we would have lost the ship, but the two of us certainly would have died in the blast, vaporized.
For certain.
Hmm.
Okay, so
now, real question is this:
Have you gathered any information about the nature of
No.
glitches?
But I'm thinking about this. There's very little that could have affected those programs. They're locked out with a set of command codes. And... Wait a minute. I have a suspicion. I'm not gonna say it yet. If I
Everyone tell
remember...
if you don't.
No, not yet. Well, but if what we're seeing here is correct, I think our next stop might just be the place we need to go. So I think we should head back to the computer core.
Okay.
What are you hoping to gain by going there?
I have a hunch.
I suppose we gotta follow that hunch.
All right, and I think with that, we'll actually head to just to the rest of the crew on the ship as you guys are walking there.
Okay, so yeah, following Lieutenant Penn's recommendation, I'm just gonna try and disconnect the power supply.
Okay. So you do think you have a way to do it. It is going to take time. And the working conditions are going to be kind of cramped, so you're limited to the number of people that can actually assist you in this task, because it's a cramped space to try to get to the power supply.
Yeah.
So for this, it is going to be an extended task, difficulty 3, magnitude 4,
Okay.
resistance.
You said difficulty 3, magnitude 4.
Resistance 3, work track 15. The task will be control engineer.
Resistance 3, work 15.
And we do have momentum.
Yeah.
And then the other complication is that there's only the one player doing the task and one player to assist.
Okay. Oh boy.
Does your character have intense scrutiny?
No, it's got studious, cautious engineering, a little more power, and the Ushan. I never play an Andorian without the Ushan.
Respectable.
It's gonna be what? Control engineering, you said?
Correct.
Yeah, which is great. That's my best stats. I've got a value that'll tie into, so that's good.
And plus, if you've got cautious, if you do decide to spend a momentum, you can
Re-roll the d20, and I believe I have a focus because I have EPS power relays. I believe that applies.
No, different power source.
Oh,
Yeah, the holodeck runs on a holodeck. It's called the holodeck reactor. I looked it up.
okay.
Super confusing.
In that case, could I have like one of the engineering NPCs that are down there, like helping me?
You could use whatever you figure you need to.
I'm rolling a 15 on engineering control.
Oh, you've got a 15 deal?
Yeah.
Then I might actually have you help me. Yeah, I think that'll work. Alright. So, first things first, how much momentum do we have? 3?
2.
I
2
am
for the
gonna
change of scene.
Okay, I am going to spend 1 momentum to get an extra dice.
Okay.
And get that. And there's my roll. Ooh, I'm going to re-roll one of those
I don't
Because
think
You have
it's
no
not
attribute.
control.
Yeah,
Wait, hang on, you
check,
had-
No attribute. Never mind.
Yeah,
So
so-
that would have been 2 successes.
double check your. Well, just re-roll it.
Yeah. Still
2
two.
successes.
I'm gonna
Uh,
go on ahead and re-roll
yeah.
one of them because of my cautious.
Hey!
Look at that.
That's 5 successes.
Yep.
Yep. So it's difficulty 3. So you bank two momentum.
Yeah.
Roll me
7 challenge dice.
7 challenge dice.
Feel free to spend some of that momentum on resistance.
So right
Uh,
right now you guys have 4 because it's a resistance 3.
Yeah, I'm gonna use 1 for piercing. One of those that I just gained. And I think I'm gonna bank the other one.
91.
That leaves us at 2 again.
Yeah.
Let me just turn to the extended task page really quick. It's been a while since.
Yeah.
So
that
it's
should be
down to
9.
resistance 1 then.
Yeah,
Cool.
with piercing, yeah, it negates 2 of it.
Right. So you
And
guys
then
are at 6. So you did 6 work. So you're down to 9 work left. That will be 1 breakthrough.
Yeah, that also lowers the difficulty by 1 as well.
Cool. So we'll head back to the holodeck really.
Okay.
Captain, as soon as you get to the computer core, you hear the computer give warning, self-destruct sequence initiated.
Yep, that's about what I figured. I guess we're gonna have to disable that. Okay, so I think we should get to the computer core and try to disable the self-destruct sequence. I actually think I might be the best person for this, under the rationale that I'm going to use my command in the sense of, like, the fact that the self-destruct is something that's only supposed to be initiated by, like, the captain. And using command codes.
Long silence.
That is, however, assuming that this would even be rolled. So I could easily see this being a true or false.
Ed?
What was the inquiry?
I'm planning on making. I think I might be leading this, but only if you'll let me use my command in the sense of it being, like, my command codes. Like, as a command officer, I know how to deal with the self-destruct. And that I'm trying to deal with, like, the command lockout.
Okay.
Will you allow that?
So it's not going to be a roll,
Oh, it isn't.
but you can try it.
Oh, so it's just difficulty 0?
It's not a roll.
Oh, okay.
It's a role play.
Okay, so I'm immediately going to go over to the computer and try entering my... Wait. No. Like, I'm about to enter the command code. I stop. That's what they want. That's what they want. You see what's going on here, Evans?
They're trying to gather information.
They're trying to get me to hand over my command codes. Well, 2 can play at that game. I have an idea. I am going to open the I'm gonna get ready to enter the command code, and instead of entering my command codes, I am going to enter the command code that let me enter the program in the first place.
Okay. So that's your action?
That's what I'm gonna do.
Let me just double check one thing.
And it blows up in your face.
I'm going to spend 5 threat.
What? Okay.
1 threat.
Entering the doors behind you is a hologram version of Pierce.
Of course it is.
Yep.
Just as I suspected.
Is he armed?
But there seems to be something a little different about this version of Pierce than you are used to.
Am I
It's a
voting
lot more
green?
mechanical
Oh,
than you would imagine.
He's more what?
Mechanical than you originally thought.
does he have like robot arm or something?
Is he Borg?
Borg-like.
He has cybernetics implanted in it.
Mm-hmm.
Pierce. I take it you're the one that's been wreaking havoc with our systems. Again.
Of course, Captain.
So Kerr being able to get into our systems the first time wasn't entirely him, was it?
There's more agents infiltrating Starfleet than you could possibly imagine.
And we let you on board so readily, didn't we?
I had a very good cover story, Captain.
No, I'll give you that. But in the end, we caught on to your little game just in time.
That is fine, Captain, because you see, you will eventually die in this room.
How do you figure that?
The self-destruct sequence has been activated because your crew is trying to stop the program. And
Nice.
tick-tock, Captain, tick-tock. And with that, I think we're actually going to head back to people doing the extended task. You have 3 more intervals to try to fix the issue.
Okay. Okay.
Before the self-destruct sequence in the holodeck goes off.
Oh, clever.
Okay. Then in that case... Oh, man. In
Wait.
that case, I stopped. What?
No, so hang on. What did Pierce say to us before we switched the scene?
Tick-tock.
Specifically?
I
No,
think he said...
before that. Something about the countdown.
Oh, it's because that we're trying to basically get you out.
Yeah. It
That's it.
started because they started to do that.
Okay. So, yes, so I have been given a hint that they are trying to get me out. Got it.
Oh, yeah.
Correct.
Yeah, you don't care about evidence, they're trying to get you out.
Oh, man. We've got
Right.
2 momentum left, right?
Correct.
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 Okay, good. This'll work then.
So it's a difficulty 2 task, magnitude still 3, resistance still 3, work is 9.
Yeah. Basically, I need to get 10 work this round right now.
Well, you have 3 interval, or technically you have 6 intervals left. Each task takes 2, so you
Okay.
you technically
Okay,
have
good.
3 turns.
Phew. Phew. Okay, that makes it a little bit easier. Thank you. I was like, I need to do this right now.
I probably should have made it less, but it is what it is.
I'm gonna go on ahead and spend one more momentum. Get my third die.
Alright, guys are down to 1.
Yeah. Oh. Yep. Here goes. Ooh, that was my cautious, so I get to re-roll. I think it's just 1 dice though.
Yep.
And Prax can still assist. Yes.
Okay,
Oh,
you got the momentum back.
got the momentum back.
Please roll me challenge dice. I
Challenge
believe that is
dice.
7.
Oh, I'm going to re-roll 4 of those.
Okay,
Using,
so there's a momentum.
yeah, I'm re-rolling 4.
So you guys will do 4 work.
Oh boy.
So right now you're at 4 because the resistance is still 3.
Yeah, I know.
Was it?
Needed to spend the momentum to do piercing on it.
Yeah, either that or just spend it for 1 extra work because either way
Either
we get the
or.
breakthrough.
Was it breakthrough 4?
Yeah, it was magnitude 4, so
Oh,
So that's still
But-
another breakthrough, isn't it?
not right now. But if I spend the momentum on extra work, it will be. Or if I spend it on piercing, it will be. Either or. Yeah, I'm gonna spend it on piercing,
Okay.
so that'll be 6 work.
Yep. So it's down to 3 work. That will be another breakthrough. So you just need 2 breakthroughs left. It is difficulty 1 now.
Yep.
And I think we'll head back to the captain. Is the captain there?
Shoot, I'm sorry, I had my volume turned down. Again. Whoops. So wait, who was doing the primary acting on that extended task?
That would be Lieutenant Commander Shran.
You should have Tyr doing it, because Tyr has intense scrutiny.
I know, but
Okay, anywho. So
But what?
so
I mean we're at 0 momentum, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
I got you up.
what?
Oh wait, no, you are at 0. I forgot you spent it on piercing.
Oh
So-
wait, no, because it wasn't. Yeah, we spent it on piercing. Yeah, we're at
Yeah,
0.
you re-rolled and then you spent piercing. So that was your 2.
Yeah.
I have a way that I can role play, like I'll take over for the last part of it if need be.
So So they are trying to get me out. Any idea how?
Doesn't really matter the how, Captain.
Oh,
It's
the how?
either you're going to blow up here or you are going to die by my hand. I think at this point you get your pick.
Actually, there is one other set of hands I might want to die by. If you'll give me the opportunity.
The how is not my concern, Cap.
Oh, you'll like this one, though. And I give him a smile, and I look at the door that he entered through, because I assume he's standing right in front of the door.
Mm-hmm.
I go, computer, initiate medical training program.
And I think you guys are actually brought back to sickbay.
Yes.
What?
And so you guys are all standing there, and the red alert comes again, and in walks all the wounded people.
Let's go, Evans. Gotta keep moving.
Where are we going at present?
nowhere in particular. We just have to keep the system busy. We have to keep the system busy, and we have to keep the system drawing power. The more that this system draws, the easier it's going to be for the others to get to us.
All right.
Well, I
think
fail to
this is-
see how, but I certainly hope you're right.
This is a good opportunity to head to the extended task. The captain has given you an advantage for the next roll.
Ooh.
You guys get to decide how you use it.
Nice.
I would either say if we can get like an extra breakthrough,
Ooh, yeah,
or
choose
we
that.
do, or we lower the resistance.
No. Choose that one that's Oh shoot, there's I have to find the thing about extended tasks. What page is it on?
91.
91. Good, because I knew you'd already be there, Ed. 91.
I think I know the one you're looking at.
What one?
Triumphant.
Yes. Can we get triumphant?
What does it do?
If the character achieves a breakthrough and one or more effects were rolled, then an additional breakthrough is achieved.
Oh my goodness. That would so
Okay.
work because there's 2 breakthroughs left.
Mm-hmm. I will allow the advantage.
Sweet.
Commander, have you tried to nullify the auxiliary plasma induction coil yet?
Just that was the next thing on my list there, Lieutenant. Give me a
Oh.
second.
I feel like this would also be one of those points where, like, you notice, one of the one of the power conduits has just drained itself somehow.
Oh yeah.
It's like that. It's like that whole mini network just reset itself.
It seems like kind of
Hey.
sort of like trying to like, hey, I can do that for you, sir.
Oh boy. Ed's out of threat, which is a good thing.
Well, the thing is, though, I have intense scrutiny, and we have no momentum either.
I have no idea what intense scrutiny does. I'm sorry.
It
It's
reduces the resistance by 2 for every effect that is rolled on the challenge dice.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's good for
You-
these thieves.
That's
And
in
you
the
won't-
new book, right?
No.
No, that's just in the normal core book.
Yep. Intense scrutiny. It's one of the science talents. And
Science and
it's a-
engineering.
Yeah, it's a science and engineering talent.
Oh man.
So yeah, I'd roll it, and it's just a difficulty 1. So hopefully you shouldn't have too much trouble. You could also spend your determination if you have it.
I just don't know if I have a value. I have determination. I just don't know if I have a value to fist this. I mean, the only one
I've
I can
got a-
think
I've
of
got a-
is
I've got a value that fits.
like it's. I would if it's difficulty 1, I would just give him 1 threat and roll 3 die
Yeah,
because we just need
that's
the
fair, 'cause
1
it sounds-
success.
Sounds like this is like the last roll of the game.
Oh yeah.
Unless you totally botch it.
Oh yeah.
And that's what determination is for.
Yes.
Alright, so Lieutenant Commander Shran just like in the I'm guessing it's like a Jeffries tube.
Yeah, it's about as big.
Just like shuffles over a little bit, points down the hall. Just a hit. It's second panel on your left. I'll be right there. And literally, I like put the panel on the one I'm working on and follow.
Okay, so are you letting me make the final roll, or
Oh yeah, I'm letting you make the final roll with me assisting.
okay.
Basically, I get there right as you're pulling the
Yeah,
panel off.
I mean, you only need 1 success.
All right.
Oh yeah.
Just for the sake, I'm giving Ed 1 threat.
Huzzah!
Woohoo!
Huzzah.
Huzzah, threat.
Okay. All right, great. You get a momentum.
All right. Ooh, Commander, roll 5 challenge dice.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
So that takes
So
down.
it ignores 2 resistance.
See.
Let's see what we can do here.
So you guys are at 2 work.
Yeah.
Can determination do anything here?
Not for the extended test, but
can-
you are at 2 work and you need 1 more to get it to 0.
We have one more.
Yeah.
Momentum.
We have 1 momentum.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that'll do.
So do it, because that gives us a breakthrough. And since we rolled an effect because of the triumphant,
Triumphant.
we
That'll
get 2.
do it.
So just
That'll
1
do it.
additional work.
Yeah, just 1 additional work. That'll do it.
1 work.
Great.
There you go.
Yeah, you could call it piercing or additional work. Doesn't matter. It does the same thing in this instance.
Well, it's already piercing 2, so
Oh, I thought
Yeah.
it had resistance 3 or something.
It did, but either way, it's only going to take a while.
Right.
Okay,
Um,
I did it.
So as the lieutenant gets fiddling with this thing inside the holodeck, Lieutenant Pierce does catch back up with the captain and the lieutenant.
Oh no, but I like to think that I don't know why. I just really liked the image of him having to wade through mobs of the sick people from the medical program to get at us.
Yeah.
So yes, he catches up to you in a corridor.
Hmm?
He catches back up with you guys in a corridor, and he's actually in. So, Captain, I see that it's going to be by my.
You cut out. Ed?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Now we can.
All right. So he says, "I see it. You're gonna die by my hands, Captain."
Well, guess we have to make our stand here, Evans. We make our stand. Hopefully we bought him enough time. And I guess the 2 of us are gonna rush at him.
Okay. I guess that's daring security.
Mm-hmm.
Can I assist him?
Yeah.
Can I make that daring command?
No.
No. Okay. That's I
Had to try.
well, I was going for the realm of I'm assisting, but okay. That's
Was it with command? Would that be just like commanding him to stay still?
no. That's
No, commanding you both to run.
no. It's okay. I was trying to use my advisor talent, but whatever. That's okay. So daring security. I'm gonna assist Evans.
All right.
Ow.
And as you guys are rushing toward him, just as you're about to make contact with him, he disappears. And then right after that, the holodeck returns to the holodeck, and the doors to the holodeck open, and you see the maintenance team and security team just outside.
I'd like to think though that they just keep running and
we hit the wall.
yeah.
Well, I'm just gonna throw the punch and just fall over.
Well, yeah, it's because we were rushing him.
Well, he said we were about to make contact.
Yeah, it's like you
Which
guys are
I
hitting
interpret
something.
as like mid.
Oh,
right
yeah.
out the door.
Evan just punches the
Yes.
captain.
Yes, please say that's what happens. That like we try to rush him and we rush out the door.
That works for me too.
One of you just bounces off the wall, another one runs into a security officer.
And by the way, like we're rushing out and like yelling.
Yes.
So, Lieutenant Commander Shran literally hears that and is like, "Well, I guess it worked."
Good job, Commander.
Thanks, Lieutenant.
Now, if you don't mind, I have duties going on the bridge.
Yeah.
In the
Alright.
typical
Extra help.
Vulcan sense.
All right, and then I think really quick, we're going to head back to the commander at Narendra.
Now the
Alright.
question is, at what point will Varro be hearing about what happened?
You'll see.
Okay.
So, Commander Varro, you awaken in sickbay not too much longer after your encounter. Admiral standing over you on a sickbay bed. And she says, Commander, what's your report?
Admiral, I'm getting too old for this. Managed to neutralize Lieutenant Commander Pierce and 2 security officers he brought over to Syndicate control.
This is very troubling news indeed, Commander.
Indeed.
Just
I'll
how
need-
deeply does this run?
Far too deeply, Admiral. Of course, I'm not at liberty to disclose all of it, but I have a substantial list of moles, traitors in Starfleet that needs to be returned to intelligence as soon as possible. My contact on Narendra, Betazoid, was murdered to try and prevent this information from reaching command. And Lieutenant Commander Pierce very nearly accomplished that same thing with me.
Well, Commander, I think it is time that we started striking back against the Syndicate.
Admiral, couldn't please me more to hear you say that.
Get well, Commander. That's an order. And she turns and walks out.
Yes, sir. All right.
All right. And then what I was going to do is, because I think that's an excellent place to leave it for him, I was going to fast forward time a little bit to get him back to the ship today.
Great.
Cool.
So, I don't know, 3 days maybe?
You know.
Possibly with your friends on the independent.
Possibly with what?
Your friends from the Independence giving him,
Giving him a lift?
you know, to get him there faster.
Yeah.
Cool.
So I think
yeah.
we will resume with Commander Var stepping foot onto the transporter pad on the Kismet.
Yep. Well,
Who's here?
actually, it'd probably be Shuttle Bay, because...
Yeah, it would be Shuttle Bay.
Yeah.
I took a shuttle.
Oh yeah, you get your shuttle back.
Yeah.
We want our shuttle back.
Who's in the transporter room, if anyone?
Varro, there you are. Here you've been
Captain.
heard you had quite the eventful trip.
Indeed, I did, sir. Some interesting happenings on Narendra.
How was
Wait,
the
it's,
wedding?
Not so much, I'm afraid.
Hmm?
I'm afraid the wedding fell through.
Oh, it's a
My
shame.
sister is not one for commitment, it seems.
Oh,
Nor her groom,
well, that's a shame.
indeed.
It's the least we can do sometimes to just try to find someone, you know? Never easy. Never easy. And he's leading him, like, through one of the doors, just patting him on the back.
Indeed, Captain.
Good to have you back, though. We've been through some rather tough times. In fact, Evans and I were just recently in quite the predicament the other day.
Indeed. You'll have to tell me about it, sir.
Yeah. And I guess probably the place the episode would end is just the Kismet going back up into space.
So I was seeing it like Varro and Grennan just walking down the hall.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that works too.
All right, I think we'll bring that to the end of Fish in a Barrel.